Black Oni.
You're now listening to the Black Oni podcast.
Yo, everybody, welcome to today's stream. First and foremost, thank you all so much for being here, for spending your time here, for showing some love to this community. This is looking kind of crazy right now because I had to set everyone up individually once everyone got on a call, and everyone's here now, so yay. First and foremost, before...
My fault, yo.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. Listen, this is just what this is the trial.
That leak had me working this morning, let me tell you.
Shit, who you telling? Who you telling? Before I go into introductions of everybody on the podcast, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody who's here right now in the chat, in the stream. Y'all literally could be doing anything else in the world, watching more GTA 6 videos, but instead you're here vibing with us. So I want to take that moment to appreciate y'all publicly. Thank you everyone in chat who's talking. So we got DVN Crusader, Lied Swag, Toast Man X, and we have a bunch of other people here who haven't said anything yet. I'm gonna let y'all lurk because I ain't trying to be that guy.
Nah, tell on them. No, just kidding.
Oh no, call them out. Because if my subscribers are in the chat, the cute bitches in the chat, they need to speak up. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
listen, we want to see y'all cute bitches speaking up. All right.
Yeah, that's right.
I see Louis. I want to say your name right. Louisvo. Either way, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Make sure you follow all these other wonderful people who are here on screen right now, and I'm getting more on screen as well. But Hikari, hi, how's it going? So first and foremost, I'm going to say real quick, since Shadosha, your face is on screen right now, and no one else
My
is.
greasy face.
Could you give people the lowdown of who you are, what you do, and all that good stuff?
What's up? I'm Shadosha. I am a former what's the word for it? Media personality turned a corporate thug now, I guess, for the gaming industry. My face is greasy because I have turmeric oil on. It's not what you think. I promise no one was sitting on my face. Everything is good though.
But
yeah, I work in the game industry. I was a personality at one point, and now I get to be ratchet on Black Oni's podcast. What's going on?
Love it. Make sure y'all follow him. His information is right below. Shadosha at all the things. Audio Lover.
Yes.
What you got for us? What you do? Who you is? I love that shirt, by the way, DuckTales. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, bro, let me tell you, man. Like I said, I was working. This was a last minute whole ordeal.
Yes.
I'm the Audio Lover. You can find me anywhere, the Audio Lover. That's Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch. I do primarily GTA content on YouTube, GTA Online content, GTA 5 content. So today was kind of crazy for me. Had to get that going. I had to get the video up right away. But yeah, that's what I mainly do, as well as I talk sci-fi. So Cyberpunk, Star Trek, Stargate. That's what I'm about.
Yes, love it. Make sure you go follow him, the Audio Lover, on Twitch, on YouTube, on Twitter, on the Tickety Talkities.
The Tickety Talkities. I am doing Tickety Talkities.
Hey, let's go.
I am doing Tickety Talkities.
I finally sold out and did the same thing too, but I'm not gonna talk about that yet until I get more than like 5 pieces of content up. But
Listen,
TikTok.
TikTok, you know what it is?
It's kind of cool,
I'm
man.
not even doing like nothing crazy. Like I'm not doing none of that dances, none of that. Like I literally just go on, talk, jump off.
You ain't do a somersault on your bed to Miley Cyrus yet? Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
36 years old, man. Like I can't.
Thank you. I'm about to say I ain't tucking and rolling shit. This whole neck. I just got my neck back in order. I ain't finna hurt it again. I'm cool on that. I'm good.
I'm oldest of the millennials.
You're the upper echelon.
Yeah.
The tail end gang. I know what that is.
I gotta do one dance on TikTok, just one time.
One time.
I'm cool.
Yo, man. And speaking of one time for the one time, this is our first time, and hopefully one of many, that we have Kinzie K on the channel. So first and foremost, please let the people at home know who you is, what you do, all that good stuff.
All right. Hey, everyone. My name is Kinzie. I do the YouTube thing at Kinzie K, on Twitch, almost never at Kinzie K Streams, and on Twitter at K4Katreya. If you don't know how to spell that, that's fine, because if you watch my videos and subscribe to me, you're going to see my Twitter. So go see my Twitter. But yeah, full-time stupid bitch. I do content because I love it, and I'm really happy to be here. And yeah, I'm really happy to be on the podcast. A whole lot of culture on the podcast. It makes me feel comfortable.
Good.
So yeah, it's amazing. I love being here. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah.
As a former full-time stupid bitch, I always salute all of my fellow stupid bitches. I am now a part-time stupid bitch. I know how that goes. That's boy. You got to keep yourself in shape to be a stupid bitch on the internet nowadays.
That's true.
No, I gotta be full-time to hold it down for the people working remote. I'm a full-time bitch publicly.
Hey, thank you for that. I am one of those remote bitches. Let's go. I'm with it.
This is perfect. And this is a perfect segue into the rest of the content we got scheduled for today. So stupid bitch shit happened earlier today with regards to some leaks. But we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get into all that. First and foremost, this is an icebreaker. This question is for everybody. There's two questions. One, what game recently, which I know my answer for that, because what the fuck, got your attention in the last few weeks? Whether it's TGS, whether it's State of Play, Nintendo Direct, or I think Gamescom happened. Like so much shit happened. What got your attention? Let's start.
I think y'all know my answer. Y'all know my answer.
Go
I have to answer this question? Come on now.
You do.
Tekken!
Oh shit!
Tekken, man, come on. You know I'm an FGC junkie. No, Tekken and Street Fighter 6, there's been a lot more content for Street Fighter 6 that has come out, and it's been like on my timeline all week. But the announcements for Tekken definitely hyped me up as a FGC head. I mean, there was a bunch of other stuff, but those two were probably the things I was waiting for the most. Honorable mention, always gonna have time for God of War Ragnarok. I'm gonna be on that. And there was one more game. When Nintendo Direct was showing all them damn farming games, they showed a Square Enix one that I'm trying to remember the name of. It was really dope.
Oh man, it was.
I can't remember, but I did a whole TikTok about it, which I can't believe I said out loud. That's crazy. Anyway,
that's crazy. Hold on, I'm about to look it up right now. TikTok.com.
Yeah, because
remembering
it was like 7 games.
It's not on my TikTok, but let me check my script. I wrote it in my script. I'll find the name while y'all do y'all thing. Hold on, let me find it.
I didn't hear about that game or about the news for Tekken. So wait, before you go and look for the thing,
Bro, Tekken was the first thing announced on State of Play.
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
So with that, like,
so I didn't see State of Play.
Ridiculous.
I didn't see it.
Okay, yeah, it was Fuegosha. Yeah, for sure.
Bro, they was disrespectful for starting it like that, bro.
Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute, is that what I think that is? Because it literally started with Jin, and I'm like, ain't no fucking way.
Yeah, they finally showed the story trailer with Jin and Kazuya. So they continue that whole Mishima story, but it looked beautiful. I expected it to look great, but finally seeing some gameplay, and I think the biggest thing that Harada was highlighting was the fact that was actually gameplay. That was straight off the PS5. That was the story mode they were showing. I'm like, it looks like this 60 FPS. Like, as a person that plays fighting games, I'm gonna need them smooth frames. So for it to look like that, hopefully that wasn't on some max boost mode that we don't know about.
Right.
That's actually how it runs. It looks amazing. Oh, it looks beautiful.
All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get y'all on this scene here. We're gonna take a look at this footage because I actually haven't seen it yet, and there might be some people in chat who also haven't seen it yet. So I'm gonna fix that. We're gonna see it.
And then I can find that damn name of that farming game while y'all do that. Let me look.
Yes,
because they definitely did the whole like Street Fighter 6 where everybody covered in wind and shit. Like they did for Tekken 8 too. So I was like, yeah, this FGC shit about to evolve for real. Like, so ready.
It's about time. It's we're ready for the new decade. I was having this debate. A lot of people know me for Virtua Fighter. I didn't mention earlier, but I did play that professionally. They were having this. Thank you. They were asking, the community was like demanding, it's like, now would be a perfect time for Virtua Fighter to come out. I'm like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I think 2023 needs to be the year of Tekken and Street Fighter. Let them bring in the new generation. Let the 23ers be a thing. Let them dominate that year. And then while they kind of have everything set up and they've gathered most of the feedback, let the second wave kind of continue that momentum, where that would be like the DOAs, the Mortal Kombats, the Virtua Fighters. Let those be the three-headed monster for 2024. And then let 2023 just be let that tone be set by Tekken, because Tekken looks amazing. I think that's definitely gonna have a lot of attention on it. Street Fighter 6, I mean, with the game modes they showed and everything else they showed, that game looks magnificent. If I was a major title, I wouldn't want to compete with those two in the fighting game space. BF already made that mistake with Guilty Gear. When Ultimate Showdown came out, they released it a week before Guilty Gear, and then it died. Period. Don't do it again. So yeah, that's my take on that.
Yeah. Holy shit! No, this. How did I miss this?
Crazy, right? Yeah.
How did I miss any of this?
How did you miss this?
Yeah,
it goes right into the gameplay fight after they start talking to each other.
Funny thing is, I also missed it the first time it happened. I knew State of Play was coming. I'm like, they probably gonna show some bullshit in the beginning, so I didn't think anything of it. And then my whole timeline is blown up. Oh my god, yo, Jin looks crazy. I'm like, don't tell me they showed Tekken 8 at the top, bro. That was crazy. And by the way, the name of the game I was talking about is Harvestella. That was it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that game was dope.
All right, so while this is playing in the background, because I didn't know any of this shit happened, and I like Tekken, but like I feel like they made this shit like you got to study this shit to like even be somewhat decent at the game.
Yeah, for sure, and that's part of that is what I'm waiting to see. Street Fighter 6 showed off how they're gonna go about doing some of the elements of their training mode. I think the biggest thing that they implemented was the visual frame data. Like you can actually see, you can see startup frames. And okay, I'm nerding out here, but that is super important for anybody trying to understand frame data. Finally, I've been trying to teach it to people for years. I've been helping with visual cues and trying to show stuff off, but people didn't understand the charts when I did it. Street Fighter 6 showed that off. They're setting the bar. If Tekken can see that and do something about it, oh baby.
I mean, they have a really good relationship, so they might.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's cool with each other. All of the devs are cool with each other. Harada, Aoki. I don't remember the new people that moved on to Street Fighter since Ono, was it Ono left?
Yeah, Yoko Ono. Yeah,
Monkey Blood.
Yeah. That's dope.
You said Yoko Ono. I tried to ignore that you said that, but you said that out loud. That was funny. He said Yoko Ono, not Yoshi Ono. Yoko Ono. That was
Ono.
Crazy.
That's Yoko Ono, bro.
That's crazy.
Nah. All caps aside.
That was funny.
I'll just say something about Tekken though, because I love Tekken. So like people do think that you have to be like this gaming god to get into Tekken. All you got to do to really just get the baseline of Tekken, just hop into training mode with whatever character, look at the list of moves, just do them one by one, and a little bit of theory crafting, you'll at least be able to get out of 9 Dan. Like it's all right. Like you can get into Tekken just like you can get into anything. It's tough to get up there to the upper echelon and the higher ranks and all that, but Tekken, you can learn to play it just like anything else. You can still beat up your friends and all that. It's just all it takes is that first step. So
yeah, you probably won't be Korean backdashing, but you'll definitely beat somebody up. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Oh yeah,
agreed.
Yeah, that's good shit. So, what other games have y'all seen lately that got y'all tripping? Either you, audio lover, or Kinzie can answer next.
I will say Forspoken.
Yes.
Like I will die on the hill of Forspoken until the day
did they
that
show
junk
more of
came
that?
out.
They did. They did.
They showed a lot of trailer footage of that game
before. Yeah,
I saw a bunch of it prior, but I didn't know they did it in the last week. That's what's up. Okay, I gotta look at more stuff. Got you.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that game.
That's good.
Like everybody really be hating on it, and like because it's like Marvel writing, but I'm like, this game looks so dope. We don't get enough of these infamous prototype games anymore. Like, like we need another one of those where you can just hop around and have fun and fly and shit. Like
my big thing is that so many open world games, the biggest issue I have with them is that they don't make it fun to traverse. Like whether they don't give you options to fast travel or like the way you get around is just slow. Like with this, you're just flying all over the place and zipping and darting around. So it feels like there's at least some intentional. There's a reason why it's so big. Is because you can move around like that.
Yeah,
I just hope we don't run into the habit of like copy pasta content. Like Assassin's Creed had this issue in their last installments where the world was big, but every time you go to a new place, you're doing more of the same. Take down this stronghold, do this thing, you've conquered it, cool. Like please switch it up.
Yeah,
switch it up.
But as long as it's fun to move around and it's fun to fight because it's got all this magic stuff going on, I'll take down as many camps as you want me to. Just make it fun to do it.
Right.
Yeah, agreed.
From what we're hearing, they said there's like over 120 spells in this game that you can use.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use one. I'm gonna use whichever one is Fruits Roll Doll. That's the only one I'm using, bro. I ain't about to start thinking and stuff. Nah, I ain't doing none of that.
He said,
What I do like about it is they have this like that meter that they have with like Devil May Cry. You know, the grade meter.
yes.
I saw that.
Style
I haven't seen
points.
that in a while in a open world game.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen it ever in an open world game, to be quite honest with you.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head.
So,
Oh yeah.
you know, to have this, like, it's
Except
really
for Beautiful Joe.
Right.
That was one of them.
But it wasn't open world,
was
though.
it?
Yeah, it wasn't.
No, not open world.
Yeah. We
Right.
talking about open world game with one. Yeah, no, but yeah, Beautiful Joe did have it. It was just dope. Yeah. Bayonetta did too, right?
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, Bayonetta was such
Also
a.
not open world though, and that was
Not-
cool to hear announced. That was a Nintendo Direct. They had that Bayonetta announcement. That was neat.
Yeah, I didn't see the Nintendo Direct either, so I don't know what new
Yeah, I
stuff
didn't get to see that either.
they talked about for Bayonetta 3.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not a Nintendo person, but I was hyped when they announced the N64 games coming. Like, I mean,
what?
yeah, they had some more N64 games coming. Probably one of the highlight ones for me, besides like Pokemon Stadium, was
Snap.
GoldenEye 007
yeah, that
with
ended
online
it for me.
multiplayer.
Oh,
Yeah. I was like, okay, that's what we doing. I might get a Switch just to troll
Yeah.
people on that. That would be kind of interesting.
they pushing on the nostalgia hard.
Hard.
It's the original GoldenEye too.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm ready to pick our job again. Let me know.
Yeah, that scumbag. Yeah. Oh God.
Wow, that's bringing me back to some memories where kids didn't used to teach you how to do shit. They would just fuck you up, and then that was it. And I
Yeah,
feel
you
like,
gonna learn.
bruh, I feel like that was like the determining factor between whether or not you kept playing video games or not. Like,
Yeah,
a lot of
100%.
people just stopped playing video games after they played with their friends who just like they just wanted to style on them, but didn't want to like teach them what to do about
Right.
it.
The good days. Yeah.
The good days, nah, man.
I mean, listen, that was a lot of arcade days too, man. Our arcade days was like that. Especially
was.
with the fighters.
Well, shit. My thing
They're
is,
really
You
determined.
couldn't go online and find a move list. You would have
that's
to
true.
ask homie, like, yo, how you did that?
yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta look at the hands.
Stickers off the front of the board. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a
Like, I
fact.
don't know how I did that, man. I just be pressing
Press
stuff.
shit.
Just pressing stuff.
Whew, taking me back to me being old as fuck. Looking on, what was it, GameFAQs.com when that first came out?
man.
Looking
I
for
was
the
on Second Stages real hard, man. Before it was IGN, Second Stages, remember that?
shit.
The one I used to go on was what was it? Cheat CC, something like that.
Yeah, I've been on GCC.
Yes, I remember that
I got
one.
a Game Shark, an Action Replay.
Yeah.
I was on that bit hard body. You already know.
Yo. For anyone watching who has no idea what we're talking about, I'm
You just
actually
old.
yes, yes, but I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about because that shit is legendary. Game Shark. I'm gonna just type that shit in and see what happens.
Like, it's so crazy. The days of looking up cheats for games that don't even need them. I was looking
Right.
up cheats for NHL 07. Why need cheats for a hockey game?
You just want to see if it existed. That's it.
Exactly. Just seeing if it exists.
Oh my god.
And then they used to let you post your own shit on there. It didn't even matter.
Right.
It's like
Put any
your
crazy
own
shit.
Shit ain't work.
I was like, what?
I used to watch CGI
Another
on the
good
top.
game that I thought was that came out, like announcement that came out in like last week that they showed more of was Mega Man Battle Network. That's one I'm interested in.
Wait, what? They got some news on Battle Network? They doing something with Mega Man again?
Yeah, so Battle Network is on, I think it's 20th year. 20th year anniversary.
Wow.
And it's funny because like a couple months ago, I'm like, yo, like I wanted to play something different. And
Yeah.
Mega Man, and I realized that there hasn't been a game like Mega Man Battle Network since. Like no one has made a game like that.
True, yeah. I can't think of another one, right?
There, which is wild to me.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
that never was
wait,
dope.
Like, wait, what? So I'm like, all right, let me go on the interwebs and get Battle Network. And then like a couple weeks later, they announced Battle Network. They're gonna do the whole collection.
Wow.
So-
Great.
Yeah. So
Wow, wait, yo, that is sick. It must
The
be for
whole
Switch
collect-
only, right?
Nah, Switch, Steam, and PS4.
Wow.
All you need to say was Steam.
Yeah, I'm good on Steam. I'm picking that right up. That's what's up. I didn't know
Switch,
that.
Steam, and PS4, bro. So Battle Network, it's all 10 games. Battle Network 1 through 6, and then obviously like from 3 on, they're like it was like they did the Pokemon thing where like all of them had 2 each.
Yeah.
I remember playing the first two. I think I played one of the threes, but I remember playing and beating the first two, and I love those games. So,
playing on Game Boy
in
Color.
Yeah.
That's where I had it.
I think the first two were color, and then the other ones after that, like 3 through 6, were advanced. I believe.
I played it on advance. Yeah, I remember playing it on advance. But yeah, those were dope games. All right, real quick question on the side. Who is still? Maybe I'm the only person who is still checking for Mega Man Legends, a new one, because I am.
Always.
I ain't gonna lie.
In vain.
I ain't gonna lie.
Always.
Okay.
You just
I don't know
brought
why,
back this really vivid memory of like using the Bontron and the little robots. Oh my god, that was such a
That was
weird
the
thing that
first
is
3D
happening in
one,
my
right?
brain. I think so.
Legends.
Yeah.
Like the first
What
one. I
was it?
never
The
got to play
Misadventures of Trombone.
Yeah, that was. I didn't get to play the spin-offs. I just remember Legends. I didn't even play Legends 2. I just played the first one, but I loved it so much. Even though it was like going back, it didn't age well. I'm gonna keep it a bug. It just didn't.
Nah.
But
I never
Nah.
You know what? Now that I think about it, there is a game. It's a little indie game that did Mega Man Battle Network. It's One Step from Eden. Y'all heard of that?
Okay.
One step from Eden. I'm about to type it
No,
in.
I
and see.
haven't heard of that.
I think I've seen it
That might be
before.
that might be the title, but it does that in a way, and it's like
Oh, yeah. It's a Switch
I have seen
game.
this game.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Okay, yeah, no, I've seen this too. That's crazy. This looks just like the
When
the
did this
game
come
style.
out?
2 years ago?
oh, it's out. It's out.
This came out in 2020. Yeah, I remember seeing
Okay.
this.
All right. Damn, it took that long for them to come out with another game just like this. That's crazy.
Yeah, with an inspired. That's how you know. Like,
That's wild.
Yeah, it's definitely like that. Yeah.
My pick for game that I'm most excited about is the expansions for Resident Evil Village.
Oh yes,
That is.
I can't believe I forgot about it. That third person mode looks dope. That expansion looks dope. The remake to 4 looks dope. I have to play all of those. I forgot all about that.
I gotta do it. And here's a fucked
Yes.
up part. So for St. Jude last year, before I moved, I was like, all right, if we make our goal, we had one other thing. Someone in chat was like, I was playing Resident Evil Village, and they were like, yeah, what would it take to have you cosplay as Lady Dumitresque? And I was like, what? I was like, I don't know, you gotta donate like 1,200 or something like that for that shit. And he said, say less. And then literally just did it. And I was like,
Oh, that's crazy.
oh, it looks like you got something to do.
Damn, you had to buy a dump truck? That's crazy. You had to buy a dump truck for yourself? Put it in the back, you know what I'm saying? You got walked out looking buttacular, bro. You know what I'm saying? A little milkies.
so, you know, the milk has got to be
Never mind.
busting, right?
Let me relax.
So I asked the follow-up question after that. I was like,
Why did you did this? Never mind. That's what I'd ask. Like, why did you did this?
it was, do I have to do it as her or a gender bent version? And they were like, whichever one you want to do. So I was like, maybe at some point I'm gonna just do both, but for now I'm gonna do the gender bent version just because I can make that. I didn't see a lot of gender bent versions of it that look cool.
What's the spin-off? You gonna show a lot more belly button or something like that? Like how you gonna?
You know, I'm gonna make
pull
sure
off?
that you know there's like the V cut with the shirt underneath. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna do the virgin
You
killer?
know,
Oh Lord.
make sure the titties is, you know, my pets is
phone at?
pecking. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need to be a part of this
I wouldn't have let
podcast
you off
anymore.
that easy. I wouldn't have let you off that easy. I was like, you gotta have an ass, you gotta have a titties, you gotta have everything. You gotta have the hair, the hat, everything.
Yeah, you definitely gotta have a hat and that long ass cigarette pipe thing she had. Yup, you gotta
Yeah.
get that off.
I did buy a bunch of the stuff, but because we moved and it was all in storage, I couldn't do anything about it. So
Look
now
at the excuse he made after that. Look at this. Oh, cause I moved. What happened
right.
was I lost my whole donation in storage. That's crazy. Damn, you gonna have to donate another 2 million. Wow.
I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all something real crazy. All right, I'm gonna show y'all some. This is one time for the one time.
Oh Lordy.
Uh-oh.
Wait, is he unzipping the green screen? What's going on here?
I was like,
Ooh, okay. Wait a minute.
There you go.
Wait a minute.
okay.
Okay.
I thought he was going, ooh.
I mean, it's still an excuse, but I like them boxes though. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, are those sun chips, my guy?
It
I
is.
thought he was.
No, that was just a box with other shit in it. They were sun chips. There is so much shit in here that I don't even know where the fucking shit is.
sun chips
And this is
by
only.
the
You see?
boatload.
Do you see the plastic wrap here? These are couches.
Goodness.
So there's so much shit in here. I can't sift through all this yet. Not until we move to the final spot.
Yeah, y'all not getting Lady Dummy Thick till next Kwanzaa. That's what he's saying.
Jesus.
It's fine.
Not this December.
Not this one. The next one.
The next.
The next one.
Back this goes.
Lord have mercy.
Oh man. Ooh.
He said, I'm gonna have to watch this stream for the titties even if it lasts 8 days.
That's
You
gonna go
guys are
viral.
sick people.
You sick fuckers. But we love it. All right, let's move on to the next part.
Yeah.
We're literally just going. This is going great so far. We're gonna get distracted a lot, so y'all gonna have to keep me on track every once in a while. What y'all playing? What's happening?
Xenoblade.
Okay.
All of them. Xenoblade. Then I beat them all, and my reasons for living came to an all-time low, so I had to find something else. So now it's Tales of Symphonia.
Isn't there a Xenoblade 3 that just came out?
Oh yeah, sure is.
Shit.
I played it, beat it in a few days, cried a couple times, gangster tears, you know what I'm saying? It was. I'm telling y'all, if y'all ever get into that, if y'all ain't already, chapter 5, over with. It's over.
Damn.
I'm like, the rumors are true. If you've ever seen it trending on Twitter, the rumors are true. Like, chapter 5 fucked me up something crazy.
Damn. I have not played any of the Xenoblade games yet, so I don't know what I'm about to get myself into, but I remember someone telling me before that it gets you in your feels.
It do. It certain times. Like 1 and 3 are more for the feels. Like 2 is more for like if you just want to like exist within a story and just do things. But all of them are great. Like nothing's ever just truly like them. Like I love Xenoblade. Like the whole thing. The whole thing.
I got you. Let me just do something real quick here. Don't mind me just reporting this stupid bot.
Well, I'm like, don't get me started on Xenoblade. It'll be a whole Xenoblade podcast. And
All right, so bet. What else? Shadosha, you was kind of shaking your head like you wasn't playing shit.
I'm not playing anything. Honorable mention though, I did finally watch the Cyberpunk anime on Netflix. That was the silliest thing I ever saw. I laughed so hard, especially at the end. I won't spoil it, but I was like, really? That's what you get.
Finished it.
I finished it. I finished it.
Wait, how many episodes is it?
I think it's 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 10.
10 of them. Yeah, it was really well animated. It was really true to Night City. It was awesome. I loved it dearly. Those characters were cool, but I mean, get out my face. That's all I was saying. Get out my face. And when I saw the end, I was like, yup, duh. What did you think was gonna happen? Of course.
So a
I
little
left it at
predictable.
Yeah, it was hilarious though. I just watched it. I was like, fam, I just watched 10 episodes for exactly what I expected to happen. That is hilarious. I shut it off and I cracked up. My friend was all sad and stuff. I was like, man, if you don't get out my face. And then I went on a detox. But yeah, no, I haven't really been playing too much. Not that I stopped gaming, but I think, the last time we did a podcast, I told you I was training for Evo.
Yeah.
After Evo, I just took a break. There was a lot of other things I wanted to focus on. So I've been seeing people game here and there. I've been trying to help people get better at VF, but then I just kind of stopped playing stuff and chill for a little bit. But I'll be back. It's not like I don't play video games anymore. I just really needed to break. So, I'm still on that.
You need to take breaks every once in a while, y'all. Like that's just what it is.
Are you gonna take a long break? Are you just waiting for like Ragnarok, or are you back before that?
I just want this one more big life achievement, or 1.5 life achievements I want to get through as soon as I'm done, and I'll at that point I'll have a new apartment and I'll set it up and play there. I'm cool. I can chill for a little while.
Okay.
Games ain't going nowhere. They keep showing up in my inbox too. Like I don't.
What are you gonna do?
Hey man, what's going on? Would you like to try out our game? Here's the code, even though you didn't answer. Like, all right, bro. Listen, I'm not in media anymore. Leave me alone. Back off.
We're at that point now where they're trying to get as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, it's the opposite. Like games are coming too fucking fast.
They are.
Yeah, that part.
They are.
Oh, yeah. Honorable mention. Well, there's one thing I did get a chance to play, but this was when I was at PAX, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. Okay. I finally got to play the remake of System Shock.
Oh.
The remastered version. They were working on that. I mean, obviously it's not a super big deal, but me being I'm a fan of System Shock after I played System Shock 2, and it was just the silliest. It was a really great game, and it aged well enough, System Shock 2. where it was like cool but kind of silly but still immersive.
Okay.
So I became a fan of it. But when I went to play System Shock 1, I was like, oh my God, this is a DOS game. I can't do this DOS shit. I can't play this. I turned it off. It was all creaky. It was making them fucking Commander Keen in the face ass noises. I was like, I'm not doing this. Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. So the first System Shock came out, and I remembered it being just vibrant in all of its colors. It did, like, the old one was like that too. This one looks the same. And it's finally made a lot of progress. So I played a little bit of that demo, and I'm a fan of it already. Definitely, I can see how it inspired BioShock. Obviously, that is what it did.
Yeah.
I can't wait to play the game in full. But
yeah,
that'll be way later on down the line.
I have not played System Shock yet, so that sounds like something I would be interested in seeing a upgraded version of it.
Yeah, it would be dope. I know this sounds weird, but if you find some magical way to get your hands on System Shock 2, I still think that game is a classic. Play that one. Play that
I think
one.
I have it.
You're not missing out. Yeah, you're not missing out if you play that one first. Play it. It's awesome. It's a really good game.
Okay.
Yeah, I will take that because it's like an offshoot of BioShock, right? Like that's where that started at.
BioShock is like a spiritual successor to System Shock. System Shock 2 is a ridiculously good game.
Nice. I will take the recommendation for sure. That's all I needed.
What you been playing, Audio Lover?
I got a 3-game rotation right now, man.
I saw what you was on earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, I'm trying to finish Ghost of Tsushima.
So good.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm on Act 3, and I'm like, how we talk about like just big open world games. Granted, like you can do different stuff in Ghost of Tsushima, but there's just so many games right now that I just am trying to get through that main story experience. And I'm on Act 3. I probably got about 6 hours left on that.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm 24 hours in right now, and how long to beat tells me it takes about 30 hours to beat this game. So how long to beat is like definitely my friend at this point in time in my age of
well, I never knew about this
campaign.
site. I'm definitely going to.
Yeah, how long to beat is literally like what I pick and choose on my rotation, because I feel like a 3-game rotation works well for me right now, which is a long game, a short game, and one
multiplayer
game as a service. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can't have too many games. Once you have 2 games as a service, you failed, because you'll never play anything else. I'm realizing this, at least in my age, right? Like I got 3 kids, a wife. It's just not happening for me to have too many of these types of games.
Damn, so you didn't do the new Destiny raid. That's what you're trying to say. I got you. That's respectable. You're smart.
I can't.
You're smart.
I can't do that. Yeah, and mind you, I'm a big Destiny fan, bro. Like I have all the Grimoire books. I have the cookbook. I'm about to get the other one. I do it all for Destiny, but like right now, Destiny just cannot be the game I play right now because it's just too long of a game.
Yeah, you got to grind the hell out of that. And then there's a whole raid that came out again. Like, I'm cool.
Beyond Light or something like that, or like something light, something.
I don't even know. Something light. Oh shit.
The last one
Lighter on my feet.
Queen.
Yeah.
Witch Queen is the last one. They dropped. I forgot what they dropped. I think they dropped a raid, because they dropped 2 raids in the last year. So they just dropped a raid now, and then obviously in February when they drop the next one, it's going to be another raid. But it's just, Destiny is one of those games. Destiny, in my opinion, Destiny is a really good live service game, but like I just can't right now. There's a lot, like I realized I missed a lot of single player experiences because of Destiny 1 and 2. Yeah. So I got to go back to those.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Ghost of Tsushima, I'm trying to finish that. I just started this game called Battle Chasers Night War.
Yes.
Which I didn't know about, but it's on PlayStation Plus Extra. So I was like, all right, let me try to find something different. And that one's by Airship Syndicate, who did they were the ex Visual Games devs who did like all the Darkstalkers. They ended up doing Darksiders, Genesis, and then they're about to drop another game, or at least an announcement for another game in the end of the year.
And they announced it during TennoCon.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And then the third game I'm playing right now is Rogue. Rogue is like my multiplayer game right now. Rogue Company.
Okay, nice. I need to jump back into that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I do miss that.
Yeah, I played that real early on.
Right. Yo, Battle Chasers is made by one of my favorite artists, Joe Madureira. So and also they're headquartered in Austin. I didn't even realize that.
Listen, yes,
So,
I told you.
I'm looking at their website to see what kind of stuff they got, and they don't really have.
There's something we're gonna talk because there's something I think we're gonna talk.
Okay.
I'll just say that. We're
Okay.
gonna talk.
All right, good shit. Yeah. So yeah, Battle Chasers is based off of a comic book that they have. I have the collection of the comic books in the box over here. So like, I've been following this dude's work for a while. He did some work with Marvel as well. Like,
Yeah, that's a dope game.
Yeah, it's a dope game and he's dope. Also, I didn't know about How Long to Beat before, and Kesa, shout out to Pro Quesadilla, just told us that Xbox is apparently partnering with them to show on the library when you're looking at stuff in Game Pass how long it takes to beat.
Yeah, I heard that because when I found out about it, it was like maybe 2 years ago. And then recently I heard they were owned by like IGN's company or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're like the sister company for IGN. But yeah, I just heard that they partner with Game Pass, which is phenomenal because I think that's one of the things we're missing in gaming is a length of time. We have it in every other medium, and granted, like you never really know how long it's going to take to beat a game, but you can estimate. And I think that's something we always miss, especially with that whole narrative of gaming is addictive and that sort of thing. I think it's a good way to know like how long it will take you to beat a game.
Right.
Here's what's gonna happen though. Xbox merges with How Long to Beat, and then you can only see Xbox games and how long they are, but Xbox ain't got no games. So I mean, the website is pretty crazy.
That's hilariously disrespectful. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Oh,
He
listen.
buying all them damn studios, you know what I mean? Shit.
Listen, so you're not wrong, but they got games, right? They got multi-platform games.
No, they got games.
That's Psychonauts 2.
I feel like
Right, Psychonauts 2. That's a banger. I still haven't played it yet, but I really want to, and that's a banger. Like, that's some good shit right there.
I got a lot of love for Xbox.
Yeah, they got Forza. That's always a banger. You know what I'm saying?
They got Netflix. I'm just kidding.
It's not Netflix.
I'm trying so hard not to say anything. I'm just vibing right now.
Listen,
Shout out to my homies over at Xbox. Shout out to y'all, man. I miss y'all. Come back from Japan, man.
I love Xbox. I promise.
Shout out to my Xbox homies.
Xbox is the reason why Netflix is popping right now. Xbox
Yeah, right.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
And they backwards compatibility still goated. Game Pass still goated.
Game Pass still goated, absolutely.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, right? Like they got a bunch of stuff in the works, so like I'm really excited to see what comes of it and what happens. You know what I'm saying? So the future's looking really bright for Xbox.
I'm waiting for Starfall. That's really the game I'm waiting for. I'm not
Yeah, seriously, I can't wait. Like that they haven't shown anything since they announced it. All I've been thinking about is that game. Show us something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully, and bug testing. Hey, Bethesda, I'm sick of you, mother. Listen to me.
Yo,
bug test your stuff. Bug test the game. I swear to goodness, if I play the game in the first 5 minutes, I can walk through the floor and beat the game. We got a problem. Stop it.
Heroes are in shambles.
God, man, they do that with every game. Fall out the map and beat the game. Skyrim, shoot across the sky, rim the game. Like, god damn, every game is the same shit. Just and then the way to win is in the title. It's crazy. It's like Starfall. Fall into a star, beat the game. I bet you that's what's gonna happen. I bet you that's what's gonna happen, bro. Shit is crazy.
I'm sick of you. But you're right.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yo, so
Shout out to my homies at Bethesda, man. Whatever.
Yo, shout out to all y'all because like y'all have been good to me as well. But I want this game to be fucking good so badly. Bro. Y'all need this, and Microsoft needs this, please.
What you been playing, Oni?
I've been playing. Someone in chat just asked the question. Genshin Impact. I've been playing that a little bit less recently though, because Tower of Fantasy came out, and that shit fun. That shit real fun. It's buggy and it's a little unpolished in a lot of ways, but they did a good job with the systems that they put in place in it. There is a character creator in it, so if you're someone like me who just loves to get in there and fiddle around with making some custom anime waifu husbandus. Like, you got options for that. What else have I been playing? I've been playing a little bit of Warframe.
Hold on, time out. Tower of Fantasy. This is a massive multiplayer mobile game.
It's mobile and PC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, my man, how do you have time to like? I don't know how people have time to play like massive mobile games. Like,
Yeah, MMO mobile game. Yeah, that's crazy.
that is crazy.
That is crazy.
It is.
Yeah, I can't do it either. I can't be in the doctor's office playing Tower of Fantasy.
That's what I'm saying.
That is nuts. Like, I respect you if you do. I don't have no issues with mobile games, but like, I think there's like certain genres, like I'm like, yo, you have time for that?
Yeah.
Like, that is wild.
Bro, I didn't have time to keep up with One Piece Treasure Cruise when I was playing that on my phone. You could buy it to automatically play it, and I still ain't had time to automatically do that. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way. Someone in the chat, Lod Swag, you just asked me a brilliant question because yes, the other game I've been playing is Modern Warfare 2, the beta. I ran a stream a couple of days ago talking about you're muted, by the way.
I know. I didn't want to. I didn't want to disrespect you.
You're not. You're good.
Like that shit.
So I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the beta on PlayStation. It's coming to PC. The beta is coming to PC, I think, this Thursday. And it has reminded me how rusty I am playing on console, because I've been so conditioned to use mouse and keyboard now that, like, I'm in these matches, like, there are people spinning circles around me, fucking me up. Like, I need to do something about this.
Oof, just like
Came with that weak ass thumbstick. Yeah, nah, sucks to suck, bro.
This Thursday is PC.
I believe so.
Open PS4.
Actually, you know what? You might be right. Fuck. So they have a bunch of dates set up for all this, and I forgot all the dates already, like mid conversation.
That's why them people mad.
I mean, they gonna be mad. No, you're right.
Not people. I'm talking about my man. Who's at the top of Sony right now?
Oh,
PlayStation.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, they're big mad. We're gonna talk about that too.
Big mad.
Yeah, no, they're big mad about Activision Xbox acquisition.
Yeah, it's true. Listen, only PlayStation? Yeah, it's PlayStation Open Beta.
Yeah, you're right. And then that weekend is open early access. Sorry, early access for everyone who pre-ordered it. And then,
Dang, November's coming up that fast, huh? It's already almost October.
Oh, I could play it starting today. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say though, this game got some crazy shoes to fill.
It does.
Hold on, let me.
Like Modern Warfare 2 on its own got a legacy.
It does.
Like
that was the game, I think, that like Modern Warfare 1 like changed the landscape. Modern Warfare 2 fucked it all up. Like, that was the game that you had to play.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 was my jam. That and Black Ops 2, those are the best.
Oh yeah.
Those are the best.
I will say Modern Warfare 19, when it came out recently, that game is so good. This feels like a extension of that. And I'm excited to see what it ends up kind of becoming. So yeah, that's what I've been playing. There's a lot more stuff that I've been kind of trying to keep my eyes out for, because there's a lot of games out. Like, there's only so much you can consume at once. But
that's the thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I use How Long to Beat, bro. I'm telling you. Like, I don't want it to sound like a How Long to Beat plug, but like, yo, that site saved my life.
Hashtag sponsor. Yo, where's our sponsorship at? Yo, throw some money at us so we can talk about this shit some more.
Hook us up.
Straight up. Pro Quesadilla says, I got a question for the panel. What shooter does PlayStation need to revive to combat Call of Duty?
SOCOM.
SOCOM 100%. SOCOM 100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I would go as far to say SOCOM and Resistance. Like, they need both of those right now, because oh man, y'all don't know about Resistance. That game was
Resistance is dope. Yeah,
amazing.
Resistance was insane. I do remember it. But I just feel like SOCOM would just do better at today. I don't know why. For whatever reason, I feel like I feel like Resistance is a bunch of them already out there. SOCOM something that'd be special. That'd be special to see that come back.
I do think they need a military shooter. Do I think SOCOM is? I don't know. Like, I feel like it's been out of the loop so long that it's gonna have so high of expectations unless they just do it so well. No one can complain about it.
Yeah,
but
well, here's the thing, right? Like, the last 4 years of PlayStation's games, even their dud wasn't really a dud. Like, Days Gone, I think, was probably their worst reviewed game that they had that was first party, and it wasn't even a bad game. It just wasn't as good as the other ones. So, like,
and that sucks about, because PlayStation makes themselves have so high standards. So when their dud happens, it's like
a big deal. Yeah,
it's a big deal.
Yeah,
like, because if anyone else put that game out, bro, that thing would have probably got a 9.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, PlayStation has a habit. When their games drop, it's like a bunch of diamonds, and then there's a chip diamond. It's still a diamond, though. Yeah, it's
right.
Pretty, yeah.
Right.
So any other studio,
right, Kinzie.
Never mind. I forgot about that game.
Order? No. The Order.
I think that game has so much potential.
The Order was a good game.
Yeah,
I think good.
I would say
people had different expectations for the Order. In my opinion, I think people thought that game was going to be more of a multiplayer co-op, and that's why it got the slack it got.
And it looked like it could have easily been
marketed it. Yeah, I think it was the marketing more than anything.
It was that, and also game. Like the there was two things that people really lost their shit over. It was the frame rate. Because they stuck to like a 30 frame per second, and like 60 was like the standard for like a PlayStation 4 game.
No, it was not.
I mean, they was trying to say it was the standard.
For like a hot minute, and then immediately went back on it when it came out. They immediately did.
I think it was, at least from what I saw, it was it was a lot of what is it, QuickTime?
Yeah, there were a lot of QuickTime events. Yeah,
QuickTime events. Yeah, a lot of that. I feel like that's what it was, and then like people thought it was going to be a multiplayer game, because they kept comparing it to Gears. Yeah,
that's true. They did, and they didn't know. They never said that it was multiplayer.
And no, exactly.
They never said that shit. But yo, let's move on to the interview section of the podcast. And
America's Army.
That's what it was called. Proving Grounds.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't think I've heard of that game before. I'm gonna look it up real quick. But while we do that, first of all, shout out to Audio Lover for creating the foundation of today's podcast topics. I appreciate you for putting this together, because some of these interview questions are really good. Like I literally added one question to the end of it. Like these are all,
it was mad solid. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like,
no problem.
Yeah, these are great questions. So let's learn a little bit more about Kinzie K. Get into the nitty gritty of who you are as a creator and as a person too.
All right.
So, where'd your name come from?
All right. So, if any of y'all have played Saints Row 3, Kinzie is my all-time favorite character from that game, and so I just took the name, made it mine. Everybody in my life calls me that. And the K can really stand for whatever you want. Like in Mortal Kombat, K, you could put K on the beginning of anything, and it'll just be cuter as a result. So, my audience is the cute bitches. Put a K on that bitch, now they real cute bitches. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. That's
like Kinzie K. K stands for whatever. So Kinzie K for life.
Kinzie K stands for cute bitch. Kinzie K, what you got? I love
That's
it.
actually a fitting name when you think about it, because Kinzie, when she was like the computer scientist chick, if I recall, with the glasses.
I identified heavily with her.
And she was also a stupid bitch, so I feel like that's fitting. Super
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
Bitch. I remember. I was like, wait, I just put that together. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Them stupid bitch roots run deep. That's crazy.
It do. Right all the way back to high school.
To say, by the way. Whoa. Glad I got that out. That was nuts.
Felt good. Right?
Continue, my bad. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a hard sentence to say.
So again, I mentioned earlier, y'all, but make sure you go follow Kinzie K's content on YouTube, on Twitter, on Twitch. Make sure you give him some love. We're going to continue learning more about him, but beyond learning about the name itself, right? Like where it comes from. How did it all start? Like we talked a little bit before the podcast, but I wanted to make sure we left some room to explore more for the content.
Oh yeah.
So when and why did you start?
Well, I started in high school, like I told you a little bit of earlier. I had a friend. He don't really do videos that much anymore. He kind of fell out of it, but I kept it going. We were like competing with each other. We were always bumping heads on the video shit, like Assassin's Creed music videos, like anime music videos, Saints Row music video, like all that stuff, Persona, all that. So like I kept wanting to do it. I kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger with it, and then I was like, I want to do my first review, and so that's like the first like public video on my channel, the first review I ever made. And that's just where it went from there. I really felt like I wanted to do it. I wanted to go to school for it, all that stuff. I did barely learn shit, and I got a hole in my pocket running real deep. But
Yep.
but I can say that the experience that I got out of high school, and even some of it from college, like this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Like I know that my upload schedule don't really reflect that, but I'm never inactive. Like,
Yeah, there's always something going on in the background where, you know,
oh yes.
people don't fully know the full story of what it takes to put a video out, right? Like, they're just like, where's the next video? Where's it at?
Yeah, for real. And you edit your own stuff, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know.
Yeah.
They just don't know. I
do
learned
everything.
a long time ago. I used to do my own stuff, and then once I got good enough, I hired an editor. Yep, I sure did. For that reason, like you said, yeah.
That's
Like,
real shit.
Everything. I do the audio, set everything up.
It just takes a lot of time. Yeah. So I mean, if you got a lot that you want to get out there and you're editing it, you don't get to see the sun. So I was like, I gotta go outside. I gotta create more. I gotta get an editor. And plus, again, I was going to like events and stuff, venues. I didn't really have time to sit in the media booth and edit because I had to go do another interview or something. Like it was crazy. So I understand. I salute anybody that still edits their own stuff. Too much work. I'm cool. Y'all got that.
I just can't trust nobody. I'm a cynical motherfucker.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair. You know what quality you like. So yeah, absolutely. I feel that 1000%. Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
it's hard to let go of that control.
Yeah.
So, was there anyone that you were watching at the time that like pushed you over the edge that made you like, you know what? Yes, I'm gonna do this shit because I like what they do, and I want to do my own shit that makes people feel that way.
Oh, even to this day, right? Way back when, even to this, I want to give a big ass shout out to Storm Dane Productions, like a huge one. He is like my reason for being on this fucking platform. Like I love that man's content. I still go back and watch it to this day. All the jokes that I stole came straight from him.
You said, what was their name? Storm Day?
Storm Dane Productions, like that man deserves a lot of my love, like just period. Like we don't know each other. I never talked to him a day in my life, but I owe a lot of it to him. Like my whole flow, like everything, like it's a lot of it that until I made it my own thing, he was my biggest inspiration. Like him, the Wii Viewer way back when, Frequency, like just these, like it was a lot of people who just did their own thing sitting on the couch review era. Like I owe a lot of my flow to that.
Good times.
For sure.
Back when production was all about like, hey, listen, I got this camera, I got this microphone, we just gonna talk games.
Yeah, we just gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Like
the good
from
shit.
2008, 2009, all that stuff. Huge thing for me.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love hearing like who inspires who to do things and make content, because oftentimes it becomes so much about like me, and it's like, but like, who got you there? Like, who did you watch that like convinced you to like, all right, you know what, this is it?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge believer in paying it forward. Like none of my ideas were ever original. Like my brain was real small back then. Like I had to get started somewhere.
Right.
Like, and so it's like just watching people, you inevitably want to do it. Another thing too, Neo Game Spark. That's another person who was a huge inspiration for me. Just in terms of like talking about topics that I cared about, he was the one that influenced me to do that. And he's still active. I would say give him a follow too, because he was always active in my life in terms of being a nerd and all that. Like the anime games, the Storm games coming out, I was watching him real big when those were coming out. So yeah, those are all my inspirations really.
That's what's up. You know what? I think I don't know him personally, but I'm already subscribed to Neo. Actually, yeah. I'm already subscribed to him. I've seen his videos and he makes some good shit too. I agree.
Oh yeah. But I will say though, all the gay shit I say in my videos, that's all me, baby.
Yes. And it's always so fun to like see where you came from, see where you got your inspiration, but like see how like it's so different. Like I guess see some of the inspiration behind some of the like the funny aspects and like the kind of just like interpersonal, like interjecting that into your videos, but like it doesn't feel like you're biting that, right? Like it doesn't feel like you're just copying that shit.
I'm like, do y'all get any other YouTubers out of the stuff y'all have seen from me?
Right. Nah, that's good shit. Make sure y'all go give them some flowers too, chat. Give them a follow as well, because
they make as many flowers as you can, man. Like
it gets lonely out here.
Like they ran so I could walk, for real.
Yeah, that's good. And by the way, audio, since you put a lot of these questions together, feel free to interject in, and the same for you, Shadosha, interject with questions that y'all have too.
I'm good for that. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Oh yeah.
I expect some to come up with the Cyberpunk 2077 question. I'm gonna go buck wild.
That's all audio.
That's what I'm waiting for.
That's all audio. Yeah.
Wait.
What are some things that you want to do with your content that you haven't already? Like types of content, styles of content that you're trying to delve into?
So I aspire to be a variety content creator. Like I can attribute a lot of the last couple of years to Gundam. Gundam is really what jump started what I'm doing now. But man, Gundam gets boring, yo. You can only do so many. The stories never change. They are immortalized in history. So I want to do other stuff.
Yeah.
And I try to do other stuff. They don't get as many views. That's just the nature of YouTube. But that won't stop me from doing it because I got too much shit to say. I got too much shit to talk. So I think I gotta I aspire to be variety. I aspire to just talk my shit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
That's basically that.
I discovered your content through a Gundam video. I was literally just like browsing YouTube. I was like, man, I wonder if there are any decent Gundam games out right now. Cause like I remember I watched Gundam Seed and I was like, this is such an underrated anime. It is so fucking good. And
like, actually, I got a question for you, Oni. How did you just go about finding, like, what made my video so like the one you click on versus any of these other Gundam Evolution content video?
That's a really good question. We're gonna have some questions in the rest of the meat of the podcast to talk about discoverability and visibility. But I literally was watching. I typed it in because I was like, all right, I need to know like what Gundam games are out here because I didn't want to play one because like I'm in my feels about Gundam right now. I had watched a bunch of other ones kind of in succession. And then I saw a few people mention the games that were good. So I typed them in YouTube. I was just like, let me just type this shit in. And you were on the first page, but wasn't the first one to show up. But I saw the name and then I saw I don't remember which video it was, but I remember thinking to myself, this is probably someone that I would want to watch. And it might have been the title. It might have been something that you hinted at in the video, like in the description when I because what I do is I type on a bunch of things and I have them in tabs and then I just like kind of click through to see visually if there's something that kind of grabs me.
Yeah.
And I think I heard your voice and I was like, this dude's a brother. I already know that. And then I started listening to like how you were starting your conversations of the games and I was like, let me see what this is all about. And then I just started watching a whole bunch of videos. I was like, this is funny. I want to hear and see more. And that's just how it happened.
Bitch.
Yeah.
I am glad it hit on the first few seconds for sure.
Yeah. Because there's the other people who were making content and it was like, so this is Gundam and this is Gundam Breakers 3 and I like the game. But is it good? I'm like, damn, like, what am I listening to?
Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. Couldn't be me.
Nah. So that's how it happened.
Well, bet. I'm glad it hit because that's all I care about. The fact if it just hit the right way, people hear certain things and they want to watch the whole thing. That's all I care about right there.
Yeah.
The hook has always been the hard part as a writer. That's what I had to learn like early on, man. You can't have them big intros and blah blah blah, man. You gotta hook them early and quickly, or they're off to the next one. Especially nowadays with just the way content is. You said that you started in 2009 with your content.
Technically '09, but my first review was 2013.
Okay, that still counts because I mean 2013 compared to today, right? Where the form of content has changed and the amount of time that you have to hook somebody has changed. It's been pretty crazy. I have a feeling that because of the way you structure your stuff, I feel like your content is done a lot better. Is that true or not?
Yeah, I will say, like, because I like to keep it concise. Like, that's the thing. It takes a lot of, like, I will say, like, it's not true by any means, but that's just how I feel.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to get your points concise. Like, and it's been harder to make points more concise than it is to make a longer video.
Yeah, I do reviews in under a minute, so I know how that feels. Try reviewing a whole game or giving your impressions of something in less than 60 seconds. Oh yeah, that shit just sucks.
It's real hard.
Last time I did it was Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, that's the hardest.
Yeah.
Like my longest was Xenoblade 2 was 22 minutes, I think, like that. And even then, that's a long ass game.
It's a long game.
So I could have easily went over an hour with it, but then I was like, but is the message gonna get diluted if I do that? And I was like, yeah, it probably will. So yeah, I definitely like to keep it shorter. And I think it does help for digesting content, because if somebody want to go all the way back and watch your shit, they're gonna want to consume as much as possible, so they know that like your channel ain't falling off or nothing like that. So I like that everybody can just like quick bite all of my stuff and realize that, oh, this is what I do all the time.
Right.
So, yeah,
that makes sense. When did you find that rhythm, that style of what you were trying to do? Like, you mentioned that your first video was the Disgaea review, and that was kind of like, you did other videos before that, but this was like your first publicly facing one.
Yes, but I figured out my rhythm, I will say, around the Disgaea D2 video. And then I kind of perfected it at the Transformers Devastation video.
Gotcha.
And that's the end of the Kinzie Classics, because then that's when I like started making the videos that I make now. So like, I think the Transformers Devastation video was really the one where I was like, I'm gonna edit this shit, I'm gonna do right, and I'm gonna just carry this and just perfect what I did in this video, and then like the rest of them.
Gotcha.
All my other videos, I really want to remake them. I really want to do them over, especially my Overwatch video and the Skullgirls ones, because Skullgirls deserves way more love than what I gave it. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically it. Like, I just found it a few years ago, and I just kept it going, and I try to do different things every time. Because if I keep doing the same thing, it's not gonna make me laugh after a while, and I gotta make myself laugh. And I gotta make myself be impressed. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, Audio, I definitely want you to take this one.
Nah, I mean, listen. Because I was scurrying the internet, and when you told me he was jumping on, I was like, all right, let me see what kind of content they create. And I noticed you made a Cyberpunk 2077 video.
Ooh, yes.
I would like to know, what are your or if you have new impressions of Cyberpunk, what are they? And have you returned to Night City since the recent announcements, and how do you feel about it today?
I still feel like it's one of the best games in this genre.
Okay.
That's the hill I'm dying on.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like, I still feel like even back then when all the bugs and the glitches and shit, if anybody watched the whole video, not a lot of people watched it, of course, it's kind of par for the course, but I was talking about, like, the only thing wrong with this game is the bugs and glitches. Like, if they fix that, this game is goated. Like, and it's goated before the bugs and glitches. Like, and I properly ragged on it. Like, I was giving those bugs no love for sure. But I was also calling out people where they were like, the game is bad because it's buggy and glitchy. And I'm like, and you kind of see the same thing happening with the Saints Row game today, right? But it's like, oh, the game is buggy and glitchy, so it's a bad game. But it's like, that ain't always like how it is.
That's true.
Because one bug you get, somebody else won't even get. And then it's like even back then, like, a lot of people were getting bugs and glitches. I was getting a lot of bugs and glitches, but there were a lot of people that weren't. But can't talk about Cyberpunk positively back then, because you a shill, you like you capping, like you secretly working for CD Projekt Red. Like, nah, I'll play that game over and over again. I'll do all the side quests I didn't do. I'll get all the cars I didn't buy. Like, that game is like, the characters are amazing. The writing is amazing.
Yeah,
Johnny Silverhand.
I think the story is good. I think it was an okay game, in my opinion. But
I mean, that's cool because I can't hate on nobody for hating on it. I can't hate on nobody for thinking it's mid or thinking like it's okay. Because in some aspects it is okay. It just personally touched me the most, especially like because you can make your character trans, and I'm like, okay, this game really trying to hook me in particular because I'm like, that's my thing. If you giving me options to make my character trans, like, and I can more properly represent myself in game, and I know that they had problematic marketing concerning that already, but like the core of what they did in the game, letting you truly make the character you wanted, I was all down for that, and it really helped me connect to the character.
Yeah, I thought that I gotta add to that because that is probably one of the biggest selling points that I connected with. Not only did they do that, but they made it immersive. Like it never felt like it was like. Listen, I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I've seen a lot of like, you know, LGBTQ or people of color based characters, and the story is implemented, but it doesn't fit. It just feels like pandering. I didn't feel like that with Cyberpunk. It felt like quite literally the story is what you can make of it. You can make anybody. They have a place here. That was dope. I think the whole overall premise of Night City in general was literally that, albeit amongst a lot of chaos. It was still a land of opportunity for anyone. And if you didn't like yourself, you can get modified, like quite literally. Right. You know what I mean? It was crazy how they stuck with that narrative and they made it work. I hate that you could fall through floors, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got to get the game out eventually. I just again, from the marketing side, I understand that one. It does suck that they had to release the game in that state. It was just like, yo, that's how deadlines work sometimes. When you have investors and you have people bringing in money, it just...
And they already delayed it.
Release it. Right, you gotta release it. I mean, listen, I can never knock them for releasing it. At the end of the day, I mean, granted, like
it broke my heart, but yeah,
but like, listen, who am I when I know people are putting millions of dollars into a game? Yeah, I'm only spending $60, but homie over here investing $500,000.
Yeah.
What the hell is my $60?
Right.
No, real talk. What's my $60? My $60 ain't worth nothing at that point. Like,
right.
Other than I purchased the game. Right. But what I would say about Cyberpunk is it's one of those games that, like, I feel like they didn't fully provide what they were advertising as far as what the game could have been, but I'll just leave it at that.
See, and I will, and you know what? I'll agree with you because them higher ups were playing some shady games.
Yes, they were.
With that marketing, the higher ups, I have to like.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that. I get so exhausted with them, but yeah, I feel you. That's a fact.
But it's like, but those devs, they made something truly beautiful. Yeah, like in a way, and I feel like that needs to be said.
Yeah, I think that story was dope.
To add to that, that's another reason why I do like the fact that people, especially with single player games for the most part, they slowly start to stick with it and then let the developers really get into their creative juices after it's launched, because the pressure of the people that spend the marketing dollars for the most part are gone. It's like, all right, the game sold, it did what it was supposed to do, they got their return, now we can have fun as developers and figure things out. So with that said, I'm waiting for the DLC because I want to see what they cooked up. I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be an amazing addition. Hopefully there's a lot more content than what we usually get from DLCs. Yeah.
Honestly, that's my biggest thing right now. Like, they finally gave us transmog, which is like, okay, I can finally not look like a lunatic when I go outside in Night City, right? Like,
that's dope.
I would love, I know they won't do it, I know there are modders doing it, but I would love a third person mode. I spent a lot of time creating my character and I want to see my character. Let me do that.
Like, I don't want to just look in the mirror all day. Like, I want to see I want to see what I'm doing.
But they made the decision, and I gotta live with that. That was a very early on decision, and I gotta live with that. Like, if I purchase the game, I'm F it. Like,
but mods,
I'll take that. I'll take the first person, third person. Like, I took that one early. I think the transmog, in my opinion, is more of a cop out than anything. Granted, like, I'm happy to look like, I think that was one of the things that pissed me off the most, is that I felt like what you wore, what you drove didn't matter in the game. And that was my biggest thing, because that's what they sold you on. Like, everything, like, they sold you on like your appearance, and not just like, you know, your gender or anything like that, but like what you wore, what you drove mattered when you go to certain areas in this city.
Like, and the hood.
Like, yo, if I wore a Maelstrom jacket, like, I couldn't just run into no Valentino block.
Right.
Like, That's what I really wanted. I that's what I thought they were selling, and they didn't sell that.
See, I feel like it was a huge missed opportunity in that game to not be able to wear an Aldecados patch and then make it so that you would have better like relations with Aldecados people.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what they were selling, and that's what I felt like. So like when I say transmog is a cop out, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I felt like,
Oh yeah, I feel
when
that.
you look at the marketing, that's what they were selling for the entire, for everything in the marketing. That's what they were selling. So I was like, oh, okay, like whatever I wear, like if I go somewhere, dog, like I got 5 seconds to be in this hood, and someone's gonna pop off.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? It's cool.
I mean, it sure worked on me because I bought it day one.
Yeah.
I did too. Listen, with all the bugs and everything, bro, I did as well.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it. I beat it as well.
Yeah. I'm waiting.
And I wanna-
That new game plus is going to be a big deal because, like, audio, you and I talked about it when we were just kind of putting this podcast together, but it's just, I want to jump back into this world like now, but I don't want to start all the way over.
Yeah, I do too.
Like, I spent a lot of time figuring out what shit worked for my play style, and I kind of want to continue that, but also like experiment with it, right? Like, go beyond that.
Exactly. Plus, I didn't get the dildo to slap everyone with.
You gotta get that. That's like the goated weapon.
Yo, why do I always find those by accident? That was the
I
same
did
with
too.
Saints Row. Like I was minding my business. It's like I can't play a game and just I always gotta stumble on a dildo, bro.
I went and slept with her, and I didn't realize like, oh, I could pick that up. Like I just left the apartment.
You just thought it was
Like,
just a
I was
dildo
like,
just chilling there.
No, not even. Like I was like, yo, I feel disgusting. Like
My the obsessive compulsive people in the chat will relate. I had to pick up the dildo because I got to pick up everything in the environment. So
Listen,
But was it one of those things where you was like massively clicking through, you was just scooping up everything, and then you went in your inventory, it's like, oh, there's a dildo in here? Was it one of those scenarios? Because that's funny to me. Like I wish that happened to me because that would be hilarious. Like let me go through my list, start trying to chuck stuff out because I got too much stuff, and I'm like, wait, when did I pick up a dildo? What was I doing?
Not only did that happen, but you're going through your inventory and like, I swear I picked up a dildo at some point, but where is it? And then you go over to the weapons tab. You're like, what the fuck?
I didn't even want to smoke a cigarette. I just felt disgusted. I felt disgusted all over. I was like, what did I just do with myself? Like, I gotta get out of here.
Was it because you didn't like her? Because she was.
I was like, yeah, I felt like a hoe. I was like, oh, God. Like,
Nah, you definitely was tricky. You definitely was desperate at the time.
100%.
I don't
do
know,
this?
That was the whole point,
Man,
though.
like, I gotta go. Like, I just gotta get out of here.
Oh, that was
bad.
that was like the way they interwove that into the game. Like there's so many things that they did in that game that like they just normalized.
Like I said, I
They
feel like the
normalized
story
things.
was dope. I felt like
Yeah.
the world was dope. Like I said, it was certain things that, like I said, it was just certain things like how they did, you know, the clothing and things like that. Like how the full immersion is just.
oh yeah, nothing got me in that game more than like when they first just let me walk in Night City, and then I look up at the sky, like that is a tall ass game. I don't know if that makes sense, but that game is really like
Huge.
It's
like
very
tall.
vertical.
Like it's all the buildings are so like they're just high, and it's like everything you look at, looking at the sky, is just such a
Yeah, it's like a concrete
it
jungle,
got
bro.
me.
Yeah.
It got me.
I want to see what this is
I
going to
don't
be like in
wanna
VR.
turn this into- Oh my god!
I
we're,
wanna
like,
see.
So geeking out. To
Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I will want to say this one more thing, and then I'm off that just because he said it's tall, like it's vertical. But like when they announced that that urban planners, and that's what I do for a living. Urban planners were helping design the landscape of this game, the design of this game. I was like, oh my God, like I cannot wait to play this because they are finally going to like really understand what it means to design certain neighborhoods, like why certain things go to certain places or why certain things feel a certain way in certain areas. Like that, to me, I was like geeking out over that. But that's all I'm gonna say.
Absolutely. I mean, I could go on forever. I made a video about it. Like I'm just like I can never stop talking about Cyberpunk. Like I will fight for that game as much as I can.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get back to it. What were some of the things you've learned along your journey as a content creator?
I learned that not everybody's gonna watch everything. It's hard to get noticed. it's definitely like that's really it. It's just not everybody's gonna watch your shit. And if you don't put anything out there, ain't nobody really gonna watch it. So you kind of just have to put shit out there in vain. And it's gonna be like, you have to keep it a hobby. You have to keep it fun. Because if you get stuck in the like, oh man, ain't nobody watching my stuff. I only got, like, I tell this story all the time. Like, I only had 85 subscribers before that first Gundam video that I dropped. And I kept having 85 subscribers for a while. Then I got 100, made a video for that. Then I started getting up to 1,000. Then I got to where I am now. It's like, it's just, sometimes shit just happen. You just got to ride the wave. Like, you can't let shit pass you by. So, like, that's basically what I learned. It's like, you never know what somebody's going to click on and then spread over here. And then, like, you never know what's going to get 60,000 views tomorrow. So, it's just, that's what I learned. Like, ain't nothing stopping nobody from blowing you up.
Right.
It is a fickle environment to be in.
Very volatile. Like, shit that you can spend months
Like,
on can get
never. Seriously.
right.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's amazing though, and that's a really mature outlook to have when it comes to content creation, because it's really easy to get caught up in the nitty gritty of, like, because it happens to me, right? Like, I'm like, I don't want to do this because I know no one's going to watch it, but like, I want to do it because I like it. And it's
like, it's real easy to get caught up in the numbers. The numbers fucked me up something crazy when I didn't pop off with like 1,000 views in a week, like when I was like hot with the sword art video and all that. I was like, damn, is my shit over?
Yeah.
But then I realized then it settles into a pattern where people will watch you just because you're on the platform, and then there's people who will watch you just because they like your content. So I had to realize that 1,000 views period is just my average, and then it just brings you down mentally. It's like, okay, well, this is my average now, so let me keep popping out videos. Let me get my viewers who watch me to watch it, and get the numbers that I'm used to, and then something else will pop off, like the Gundam evolution video that popped off a little more than usual because it was a hot topic. So I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. My ego boosted up a little bit. but yeah, it's just like, people could throw you away tomorrow, people could pick you up the day after that. So it's like, like that's a big thing I had to not get caught up in, is the numbers, because numbers come and go, but they always gonna come eventually.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree, especially on YouTube.
Especially on YouTube. Yep.
Them things will come 10 years down the line, bro.
Right.
Real talk.
I made a video on Instagram, and I remember vividly, just like, me and my wife went to the bedroom to sleep, and like, I just kept hearing this vibrate. Bzz, bzz, bzz. I'm like, yo, it's 2 a.m. Who is fucking with me? I'm gonna just put this shit on silent, go to bed, not worry about it. Next morning, I wake up, my wife is looking at me, she's like, did you look at your Instagram? I was like, I just woke up. No, you saw me woke up. Like, you were there for it. I didn't see shit.
You saw me
You saw me wake up. Like, of course I didn't see. And she's like, you should go check it right now. And like, I looked at the shit, and like, one of the, like, randomly, my Tower of Fantasy video just like blew up. And I'm like, I've been making so many videos on this platform that use so much more mental energy than this.
Oh no, let me tell you, that Xenoblade video I made, I was extra salty about that. I was like, I can make a video about these little dumbass robots and get freaking 1K, 2K. But then this video I actually really cared about, and I put a whole lot of time into. I was using transition slides, my nigga. Like, I was like,
That's how it goes.
for like 100 in a week, 200 in 2 weeks. I was like, man,
Fuck y'all.
Yep.
It really feels like that sometimes.
It
Like,
is crazy. It is crazy. You would be surprised. Yep.
yeah.
oh my goodness. It was a mess, but you gotta come back down to reality. It's like, not everybody gonna watch everything.
That's so
Man,
true.
I was salty as hell.
Yeah. What are... Well, I don't know if you want to ask this question, Audio, the next question in terms of aspirations.
No,
I think we talked about it a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Is there anything... so we talked about like what kind of stuff you wanted to make in terms of the content, but in terms of the overall goal, right? Overall aspirations. And you told me a little bit before the stream started What else are you trying to kind of let it blossom into?
I want to get a play button. I want to get a play button. I want to post it. I want to have it in my YouTube, in my little background if I ever use camera.
Yeah.
Like I want to make skits. I want to be known for I just want to be known for being a funny ass person. I just want to make people laugh. I want to be that person where you come to my shit no matter what I'm making. You don't even got to play games. Just listen to me talk shit and it'll be funny.
That's a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Corey Kenshin. People watch him. They don't even have to play games.
Right.
But I love that man's energy.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
like, I want to be somebody where people love my energy and the things I talk about. So, yeah, that's my main thing. I just want to be out here, you know?
I feel that play button a lot because, like, I see people get that play button and I'm like, you know what? That could actually be a thing for me. Like, if I really try.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Like that, and it looks gorgeous. Like it's simple, but it's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
So shiny.
Yeah, like like when they,
it's like a plaque, right? Like a platinum plaque. Yeah. That's no,
right.
it feels good to have that platinum plaque. I ain't gonna
it's one of those things. Like, you know what? Yo, if I could get one of these, and I'm not even doing it for that. Like I'm just doing it to do it at this point.
Right.
But
Yes.
I'm like, yo, like that looks gorgeous though.
Yes. That's so dope. Now, this is a question that I feel can be loaded, can be as simple, can be as intricate as you want it to be. But you mentioned and you've showcased that you have a lot of different interests, not just in gaming, but in general, right? If you can make your own game, what would it be like?
Oh, okay. So I want to make a game where they just kind of, well, I mean, this is kind of like Breath of the Wild. They kind of bit my bit, but I wanted to make a game for the longest time where you just get put into this huge ass environment, no story, no nothing, and you just go and discover shit and like find treasures, all that shit. I really wanted to, because it's like, I love playing games where I could just play it for like hours on end and just discover more gameplay, discover more like mobility and all that. Just having fun. And I really wanted to make a game where it was just like that, but like randomized, huge environment, a fuck ton of shit to find, and you just make your own story. You find characters along the way. That kind of thing. And then another game that it pretty much came from the completionist, but I want to like boost this idea because this like it ain't been made yet, where a game where you play as the final boss.
Oh, so like some Overlord shit.
Yeah, for real. Like where you have to meet all these people that want to kill you, and then it's just all these different types of people coming for you that you have to kill, and then you like that kind of thing. I made a short film about it for college, like about that concept. And using school materials, you can't get the Michael Bay experience, but but I really wanted it to be like this person. Like you see them running and it's like they're running toward the final boss, and of course they can't kill him, but the final boss just takes them to the side, takes them outside, gets a smoke because they have fire powers, and then they're just like, look, okay, so I'm gonna need you to kill me because I'm tired of this shit. And
How to be the boss bitch, right?
Yeah, so I just that's the story that I want to tell. Like the final boss is just sick of the shit.
Yeah,
like getting into because you know how like they make stories about people being immortal all the time. It's like they get sick of it. They have nothing to live for because they can't die.
Right.
Yeah. So I really want that to be explored a little more. So yeah, that's one of the things that I want to do. If I could make a game about it, for sure.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
I would play that. I would definitely
I like that a lot. Yeah.
Because that is true. I'm sure as a boss.
Make it like Shadows of Mordor. Remember that Shadows of Mordor game? Except
but
all of that is like, except it's a bunch of main characters.
Yeah.
I would
running around trying to tear you up, and they got mad personality. Like, what?
And they just big mad because they keep losing to you.
And then like they get upgrades or some rogue type stuff. And then, that's lit. That's crazy.
And I just want to clarify that idea really ain't mine. The core of it came from the completionist. He made a video on it a long time ago, and I just think that idea is so crazy. Like it could be the best game of all time.
Yes.
It has potential.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
So thank you for first and foremost, letting us get a peek into the world of Kinzie K. I appreciate that. There's a lot of stuff here that I didn't know, even with the little bit of research I did before getting you on. So I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I enjoy being here. Y'all are funny as fuck. Like y'all got so much charisma, so much personality. Like, yo, I enjoy being here. This was crazy. Like I told you from the very beginning, I was like, oh, this is just somebody liking my video. This is cool. And he was like, I gotta get you on the podcast. I was like, get me on the what?
Listen, there's something about when you find somebody who does or say something that resonates with you in a way that like other people just really aren't. And I was just like, I know my reach isn't so huge that like, it's like, oh my God, I'm getting you on a podcast, blah, blah, blah. But like, I at least want to do what I can to let people know about good shit that I find, right? Like, I can obviously put a tweet out, I'm like, yo, this video's dope, make sure y'all go watch it. But it's another thing to like have somebody kind of like have a conversation, right? And like,
yeah, to really just sit down with somebody and pick their brain. Absolutely. Because there's always a person behind the blue Yeti, as it were.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And we still got more to talk about, but I just wanted to say like, yo, this is great. And we talked earlier about visibility on platforms and getting discovered and known and noticed for what you do and all the work that you put into content. So this is a question for everybody, right? This is all the rest of the podcast is, what do you feel has been working for you? And this can be like an educational opportunity for everyone else who's watching at home or wherever you are, on a toilet or whatever. An opportunity for everyone to kind of like get some more information about things that they could be doing to further promote their brand or their content, right?
I can add to some of that if need be.
Yeah.
As a person that works in marketing and does a lot of stuff with content, it seems like the new wave right now has been, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but long form content, I'm not going to say it's going out the door, but a lot more people consume short form content. So like, I mean, if you're a streamer, your channel is considered content. I like to consider stuff like TikTok and all of that stuff content marketing. Again, it depends on how you go about it and what you do. Mm-hmm. But what I've learned is this, like, when I go to promote most of the stuff that I do, I start to use those short forms as places to promote my stream, but you got to do it in such an annoying way. So I'm going to share some stuff that I learned from Facebook directly. And I mean, quite literally, I sat with a bunch of influencers from Facebook, and I've also done this with some people, like TikTok had a seminar and stuff like that with some creators as well. It's pretty nasty, so buckle up. I hate the new form. I love and hate the new form of content because of how it's distributed. You know how like on YouTube, you got to have a good thumbnail. You got to follow the rules of the algorithms. You got to have some nice buzzwords and some really catchy, hooky phrases in your titles and stuff like that.
Gotta have some expression.
And then don't forget, on YouTube, you can change the titles and the thumbnails and play around with things that mix and match. First off, let me say that I do still recommend that. If you're going to go about promoting your stuff on YouTube, definitely play with the idea of multiple different thumbnails as well as multiple different titles. Let it run for like 2 hours and then swap it out another day, then swap it out and see which combination works. Every time you do that, it does refresh and it gets you back on the algorithm, so more people will watch your stuff. So that's number one. Okay. Number two, back to TikTok and all that other shit. This is why I hate it. Let me tell you why I hate it. Do you know that these people, both on TikTok and on Facebook/Instagram, look me dead in the eye and say, if you want to make your stuff catch, you got to post 3 reels, stories, TikToks a day? They told me that to my face. But
I'm sorry, you said how many a day?
3 a day. 3 a day. Let me tell you how the algorithm works. Or not exactly how the algorithm works, but how content is distributed nowadays. So back to YouTube. Remember, YouTube is a platform where you have to use all of those other things I just mentioned in order to get things to pop off. The reason being, users are selecting which content they want to watch, right? When a person goes to YouTube, they're saying, what do I want to watch? When you go to places like Instagram, YouTube stories, TikTok, Facebook stories, it's not what content do I want to watch, it's do I still want to keep watching this? So the trick is get on the page, get get on the page. I know a guy, he posts, and I'm not even kidding you, it's gross, but he does this. He posts a TikTok for every 2 hours for 12 hours. So what's that, 6 TikToks he's making? Right. Now, hear this though. A day. Yeah. But check this out. This is how he does it. He'll take a piece of content. He'll take that content which is attached to a viral song. He has a blank slate with that. Mm-hmm. And maybe he plays Apex Legends. Maybe he wants to capture a specific theme or an idea or a reference or something. So he'll change the words and the captions around so that it represents a different thought he has in mind, and then he'll post it. And then he'll do that with another video and he'll post it. It's very Mr. Beastie. And then he'll do that again and he'll post it. And maybe three of the 6 videos he put didn't catch that day, but 2 of them did decent. 1 of them took off. So sometimes none of them take off, and then he'll delete the old ones, recycle and do it again. Yeah. So again, like sadly, that's the kind of times we're in right now, but because of how things work. But it's easier. But it is easier, ironically enough, to go viral. Again, we're talking about content that, like I said this before, content. That's the Twitch stuff, or if you're a YouTuber, that's the YouTube stuff. And then content marketing, which is the stuff that you chop up and put on TikTok. So I definitely recommend to anybody trying to promote their channel. I do this for other channels, and I also on the side, I do influencer relations, influencer management. So I work with a lot of creators and I get their stuff pumped up too. But yeah, you got to put your stuff on there constantly, and you got to chop those videos up. Get the most compelling pieces, because you only got about 4 or 5 seconds before somebody decides, do I still want to watch this? Yeah. Not even that. You got 1 or 2 seconds. You got 1 or 2 seconds before they decide, do I still want to watch this? And if they do, then you can get some stuff off, but blast out the call to action. Don't go over a minute, blah, blah, blah. Like that's the new age game nowadays. I don't think a lot of people really know that. And it's like, that's why my eyes is heavy now. It is a lot, but it doesn't have to be, depending on how you go about setting up your content, how you go about capturing it. And then just the overall frequency. Don't be afraid to reuse things in this day and age either. It'll help a lot, especially like, I mean, you could do flashback pieces. You could, I can ramble on all goddamn day. Never mind. Let me shut up for right now.
No,
Lord have mercy.
That's a lot of good information though, because it's
felt like I was back at work
right now.
Someone,
it's a lot.
A lot of game right now.
Someone in chat asked a question about like getting started on limited resources, right?
So like, I really want to speak to this one. I know he addressed Shidosha specifically, but I want to add on to that. Because like, I started out with a PS4 and a phone. Before even that, I started off with a PS3 and a phone. I ain't have Elgato back then.
Ooh, shit, right?
Like, it was a whole different ball game. But it's like, you just got to make that first video, bro. Like, you just like how girls be saying, like, put on that bikini. Like, you got to make that first video for sure.
A lot of friends with bikinis on.
Like, for sure. Like,
stop texting me.
That sounds like a good. Well, I don't want to. I assume what your relationship situation is right now. So let me shut it up.
It's complicated.
Okay.
I'm lying. I'm just having fun here, Chad. Relax. It's not complicated. Lord have mercy. Don't clip that either. Don't put that shit on TikTok. Fuck y'all.
Listen, they talk about content. They're like,
content.
Oh, word.
I'm using that. No, we using that for the promo.
For the promo.
For the promo. We using that for the promo.
God diggity darn it. Oh well.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Live swag, like, for sure, bro. Because you can get the Elgato, you can get the HyperX, you can get the Razer, all that kind of shit. But that will not make anybody watch your shit faster. Like, none of it. Like, it's just got to be the video that people see. Like, no matter what is in it, if it resonates with people, they're gonna watch it, and then they're gonna spread it around, and then you make more and more, and you're gonna resonate with more and more people, and you could do all that with just a PS4 and a phone. So I would just make the first one.
And I would definitely piggyback off that and say, like, especially if you've never made content before, that is a great starting point, because at the end of the day, it helps you understand what kind of content you ultimately want to make. You could buy all the stuff in the world, right? And then when you start to make content, you realize you don't even know what kind of content you want to make. And that's the main thing. You gotta like figure out what you want to make. And just start creating content, making videos, streaming. I see you want to start streaming. Once you start streaming and start talking to your stream and start creating content, you're going to start to be more comfortable on either the camera if you want to, show yourself visually, or even on the mic. You'll start to be able to better articulate how you want people to perceive your content as, and you're going to be more comfortable with that, and then you're going to be able to create content, and then you can say, okay, well, maybe this piece of maybe the Elgato will help me a little bit better do this kind of thing, instead of, oh, I need an Elgato to make content. Like, you'll know any external things you may need to help you whatever it is, transitions or whatever you need,
be more efficient.
You know what I'm saying? But but you just need the bare minimum. And listen, nowadays, especially with like the PS4 and the Xbox One, when those two pieces of hardware came out, that changed the game. And I think that's something that me particularly, like, I knew it was going to change the game, and I hesitated very long on. Like, I had a PS4 day one, and I knew I wanted to stream, and I didn't stream until like 2019. Mind you, I had a PS4 and the camera. 2013. Damn. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you on that one. I'm gonna add to that a little bit. This is gonna be some shilling since I work there, but I still gotta do it. Listen, I need y'all to understand something. All right, I work for a company that makes quite literally the best cloud-based streaming overlay service out there. It's called Lightstream. If you're trying to stream and you don't have the best equipment, you can have a janky laptop and a console. All right, listen, go lightstream.com, check it out. You can build overlays, you can stream, you can have a webcam, you can do all of that good stuff with that. You do not need a capture card. That is great. I use it when I did a podcast recently, and we have this thing called Studio 2. I used it for that. It was awesome. Now there's the gamer project, the studio project. I'm not gonna get all the way into it. I'm just saying, we're at the point where you don't need all of that stuff. I have that stuff, but I've been street. Like, if you look at my profile, you can see that my Twitch account alone has been there for 12 years. I've been doing this for longer than that. So yeah, for sure. Like, and nowadays, I mean, I got what's phone is this? Is the iPhone 14 Pro Max right here in my hand.
Oh, you got the new.
I got the new. Yeah, with the whole little doohickey in the middle where you push the whatever. I got all of that, right? The quality of this. I just posted a picture. I just went to a flower garden to mess around with some of the settings. You can shoot movies with these things. The quality is insane enough where you could do a podcast, you could do cinema quality work, you could do a lot of stuff with a phone like this. And there's cheaper options out there that you could do stuff like that with. Just technology is available where if your issue is quality, there's a lot of stuff that will meet quality standards for you, and you don't have to spend that much money. As in regards to content though, just make dope stuff and continue to be consistent. Be consistent in the stuff that you make. Something's gonna hook. It may not come tomorrow, but it'll come eventually. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you asked about the long grind. Go ahead, Audio.
Oh no, I sent the message out. Just basically, it all depends on what your goals are. Like, what are you trying to accomplish? Listen, everything's a long grind. Like, it's not just content creation, right? Like, in any industry you go into, like, your job is a long grind for you to make the kind of money or the kind of fulfillment you want to achieve out of
taking care of yourself is a long grind.
Yes, it is.
Grind. Yeah, it is what it is.
So I think it's all about like what your goals are, what your expectations are when you want to do something. The way I look at it, especially with something like content creation, is even if you never make money out of it, do you feel like you would still do it? For me, with my YouTube, if I never make money out of it, I think I'm gonna still do it. Just because it's something that I like. Like, I like to talk about fucking video games at the end of the day. Like, I like to talk about it. If I can make money off of it, sure. But maybe I'm coming from a place of privilege because I already make money in another industry. Yeah. And that could be it. I'm not gonna, lie about that. But at the same time, like, I understand, like I could never make another dollar in gaming, but I would still make it. And I feel like it's mainly because like I just like to do it.
Yeah.
That's why I make this kind of content. Now, am I trying to make money? Sure, I'm trying to make money doing this. That's why I keep doing it. But it all depends on you, like, because you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days, you're gonna have those days like we talked about before, like you're gonna get views that are not as big as some views that went viral, so you're gonna feel discouraged to continue making content. I've had that as well, but I just keep making content because that's what I want to talk about. These are the types of videos, like especially if you look at my YouTube, you could see like some of the gaps where I felt discouraged, and I'm like, yo, you know what, like I'm just go back on it again because I just like to make this kind of content. So that's how I look at it.
Yes.
I want to add to that real quick. This is for everybody. Listen, one more thing I want to add to that. Don't rely on motivation. Please do not rely on motivation. I'll say it one more time. I know it sounds weird what I just said, but listen to me.
Yeah.
Do not rely on motivation. It is fickle and it pops up when it feels like it. There's a difference between motivation and discipline. All right.
Yes.
Facts.
Discipline yourself to do it. First off, make sure you love what you do. It makes it easier for you to condition yourself to do it consistently. But again, when those hard times come, and they'll come, even though you love it, some days you just don't feel like getting up. Let the discipline be the thing that gets you up to do. It doesn't have to be the full blown thing. It could be a little piece, a little something, but just put some effort forward in when you don't feel motivated, and watch the snowball effect that happens. It'll become routine. You won't think about doing it because it's been cooked into your discipline. And then when you're motivated to do something, you can do something really inspirational. That's my recommendation. I just want to add to that.
Probably the best bit of advice I've ever heard when it comes to this creative field. Like, what people don't realize oftentimes is that, see, I'm all fucked up. Like, I'm a graphic designer, I'm an illustrator, and I'm a gaming content creator. All of my shit relies on having creative energy. All of it. Everything that I do from the ground up to make money, to like live my life, relies on creativity. So this distinction between motivation, which is all about your passion and whatever it is you're doing, the feeling of wanting to do it, versus the feeling of this is what I gotta do. It's like getting up and brushing your teeth. It's like eating your meals. It's like washing your ass, which some of y'all need to make sure you're doing more of at these conventions.
Yeah, discipline.
Smash players, bro.
Someone said it again. See, when it wasn't me this time. It wasn't me this time.
Telling you.
Wow.
They just said that.
Perfect some deodorant instead of perfecting peach, all right?
Yeah.
Perfecting peach. You need to perfect your peach.
Perfect that loofah. Yeah, bring it for real. Oh, Lordy.
Perfect your peach, dog.
That was great.
part.
That was great. But yes, that part. That is, again, that's the best bit of, like, all the advice, all the gems that they've been dropping right now have been like, I've got nothing to add except that thing that you just said, Shadosha, that right there. Because that's going to be the difference between you actually getting something done and not.
That's big.
And even if you only just make a little bit of progress on something, when you're like you're enforcing that discipline, that's more progress than you would have made if you just didn't do it at all.
Little of something is better than all or nothing.
That
is true. And I wanna shed some light on Unandroid in the chat. He was talking about, what if you're nervous about streaming and don't know your niche? You won't know your niche.
That's the point.
Until you do
won't
that
know your
first
niche.
stream.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, you won't know your niche. That's just the truth. Like, you won't know anything about it until you start talking to people in chat. When people start rolling through, because it ain't gonna be like 3,000 people on your first stream. It's just not. Like you're gonna
You be lucky to get 2 people. For real, for real.
Exactly.
Honestly.
You're gonna get one friend that likes that you're playing some game ain't nobody never heard of, and they gonna be at every stream you got. That's gonna be your niche.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna be that one dude.
But it'll come with consistency as well. The more you do it, and the more you detach some kind of impression from yourself. You're not here to please people. I know it seems like it because you're on a channel and you're streaming, but you're just here to have, focus on having a good time and loving what you do first. And people will come, and just be consistent at it. Like, just stream If every day is the cadence you want to stream every day. If you want to stream every weekend, stream every weekend. But do what you enjoy doing, because that's what you're gonna have to do from that point forward. So yeah, if you're not liking it, you're not liking the game, you're not liking the vibe. Like, you will never catch me playing League of Legends. I hate that game. Same with Raid Shadow Legends. You're not gonna catch me playing that. It's not happening.
Yeah.
I don't care how much they pay you. They like to pay you $3 million to stream to 16 people. Nice. Not happening. Not doing it.
Absolutely.
Not doing it.
Well, I mean, like, listen, if they tell me $3 million to do that, like,
Because I swear they be putting thumbs in people's butts when they not looking. I don't know, man. Something is weird about Raid Shadow Legends, and I'm gonna find out what it really is. Yeah, I could keep lying to me and say they're a good company. They might be, but I don't know.
I've played it. I have played it.
Yeah.
I'm ticklish. I can't have no thumb in my butt, yo. I'm sorry. I'm too ticklish for that. I'm cool.
For sure. That game is grindy as fuck. I don't know if y'all have played Honkai Impact 3rd.
I have not played it yet.
Yeah.
But no, that any game that MiHoYo makes and they think that's a grind, Raid Shadow Legends is grindy as fuck. And it ain't even like fun. Like, at least you can move around and kill shit on Honkai or Genshin. Like, bro, Raid Shadow Legends is boring as fuck. I hope they never sponsor me. They did not come up in my inbox.
Hey, listen, this might be an opportunity for them to be like, yo, I saw you on that Black Only podcast.
They definitely gonna come anyway. Like, listen, shit, we'll offer you $6 million for 16 people.
I'll
Okay.
accept it. I'm gonna tell them I can't be held responsible. I need it in the fine print. Like, I can say what the fuck I want about y'all game.
Right. I can talk whatever shit I want to. Yeah, I definitely did a Raid Shadow Legends stream before, and I was like, all right, let me just give this shit a try. And I'm playing it. I'm like, I think it's just gonna be the hour. It ain't gonna be more than that. It's just gonna be the hour. It's not like it was a terrible game. It just wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate that option exists for people to dip in and dip out, right? Like,
Oh yeah, people do what they gotta do to get that money.
Yeah.
They can do as many as they want to, but
as long as it ain't nothing that's like something that I already like, I'm not gonna do another Raid Shadow Legends, because like I learned, like, I don't like it. I don't actually like this.
see, but now Genshin, I will say, hey Genshin, if you listening, MiHoYo, I am a little slut for that money, okay?
Yeah.
I will become a Genshin channel if the price is right, okay?
Do you play Genshin?
I play it a little bit.
Okay.
It would take a sponsorship to get me back into Genshin for sure. That's just a rabbit hole I'd never want to go down.
That's the thing,
and
yeah.
my wallet thanks me for it for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they will take your money. They will. Because I played it for a long time, and I was like, man, I'm not going to spend no money on this shit. Then it was like, oh, Yelan is out, and she's
I
real
don't know if
good.
you played Dokkan Battle, but
I've not.
Genshin was way worse. Oh,
Sheesh. Yo. All right, so we kind of gave some information about the inner workings of visibility on platforms and things that you can do to kind of bolster yourself.
You want to slide into GTA 6?
Let's do that, because I feel like we're at the tail end of the stream, and it's just so. All right, I'm gonna just pull up the footage for y'all.
Whoa.
I'm like, you won't get banned, right?
Whoa.
If you put that up?
Don't do that.
Put up some like San Andreas footage or something.
Yeah, man. I don't want you to do that. Just in case. I don't know. Like, because I would.
I have no idea. Because they gonna
get banned for
off the internet. They'll rip your stream too.
But like this, the reason why I'm debating this, maybe y'all will be able to tell me better, is that this is on all the major publications. This is on IGN. This is on GameSpot. This is on PC Gamer. Like,
Not the footage. The footage?
I'm showing an article.
the footage, yeah, the footage is on GameSpot right now.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I feel like if you showed like the GameSpot article, because I mean that ain't you.
Yeah. That
Yeah. Yeah. I'm rolling. No, I like that.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I like, see, this is why I got y'all on this fucking show, because y'all can help me figure this shit out. So, you know, if y'all want to see the footage, I'm not trying to have whatever Twitch or YouTube, whatever the fuck is going to happen if I try to show the footage. Oh shit, a hacker has released it.
Yeah, I read on Twitter that this is the same dude that hacked Uber. I mean, grain of salt, but
Well, that's the rumor. So So I woke up this morning, and I usually try to get my GTA news. It's weekly that I get the GTA news, but somehow, some way, GTA news comes on my feed early Sunday morning, which never happens because GTA news usually comes on a Thursday. And I'm seeing leaked GTA 6 footage. So I'm like, what? And I go on GTA forums, and everyone is very skeptical because it's a rare file, RAR,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
And everyone's like, "Yo, we're not downloading this. This could literally like kill my computer.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, this could literally kill my computer. Like, show the receipts." Homie shows the receipts. Everyone's still like, "Yeah, no, we don't believe you. This could." But some people like end up putting it on their YouTube, and then we're like, "Wait a minute. This doesn't look like no GTA 5 mod. Like, this legitimately looks like
Looks a little different."
Yeah, this looks like some pre-alpha footage. And if it's not GTA 6, y'all need to hire them to help make GTA 6. Because for pre-alpha footage, it looks really, really good. But he dropped freaking source code, assets, everything, bro. Everything. It was like 3 gigs worth of stuff.
And then it's crazy too, because like the shooting mechanics looked like straight out of Red Dead 2. But I'm like, if that's a mod, like that is a crazy amount of time to put into a mod.
Yeah, seriously.
They're switching a whole gameplay engine. Like,
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, like, y'all need to hire. If that's a mod or anything, like, y'all need to hire them because this is not it. Like, I know people were like, oh, that's just a mod, that's for RP. I'm like, no, I don't think y'all really understand how like modding for RP goes. Like, that's not that. Like, I've seen GTA 5 modding in RP, and like, that's not that.
Yeah.
Next level shenanigans if that is a mod, for sure.
By any means. Like, for anyone to waste that amount of time creating that, like, they might as well just made their own game.
True that.
Like, straight up.
Straight up, yeah.
So what I'm seeing from a industry vet, someone who is kind of trusted as a source of leaks for a lot of stuff in this article here from GameSpot, by the way. Shout out to GameSpot for making this article. I'm just relaying what I'm seeing in the article. So if anyone trying to come for me, that's all this is.
Don't come for us.
Right. Not that there was much doubt, but I've confirmed with Rockstar sources that this weekend's massive Grand Theft Auto 6 leak is indeed real. The footage is early and unfinished, of course. This is one of the biggest leaks in video game history.
It is.
And
So
a nightmare for Rockstar.
So I want to know is who let who walk out of the office with a dev kit?
This is a
You don't
hacker.
just hack that stuff. You don't just hack that stuff. Someone had a dev kit and removed it from where it was supposed to be.
Here's the thing, right? Now in the community, which is like, I'm not even really the community. Like it, like that community is very tight knit. They are speculating that it was a marketing ploy.
I think so too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've seen this style of marketing before. It's very guerrilla marketing style.
I was about to say,
that doesn't shock me as anything less than that. Because again, I just can't help but say this. How the hell do you get the dev kit out? Like, this is somebody might have ran a test or did something on a dev kit somewhere.
This is a marketing ploy, and the reason being is because go ahead.
I hate to cut you off, but here is my one counter to that. Walking out with a dev kit. We're all working from home still. And they have been working from home while they were still developing this. So there's a good chance.
I forgot all about the pandemic. Yeah, you're right.
There's a good chance that somebody just didn't update their password from password 123.
VPNs, assholes. Damn,
You know?
look at this.
So,
What's wrong with you?
It honestly, I'm not seeing anything saying that happened, but it honestly could be something like this because they do have to send files to each other in one way or another. And these videos could just be like examples of what they've been working on up to that point, things that they have to do to continue development.
And it's just like, ain't nobody just waking up one day and deciding to hack Rockstar. Like, somebody's been watching, like, for sure.
Right.
Yeah. No, you're right. You got a fair point. Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Something definitely.
But so the only reason why it might be a marketing ploy and everyone's speculating is because it leaked yesterday, right? Like at the 11th hour. Like, we're talking about like 11:50 something. And yesterday was the 9th anniversary of GTA 5.
Wait, what?
Yesterday was the 9th anniversary for GTA 5.
Oh yeah, I did see that going around. I was like, oh, I'm surprised this stuff leaked when this is when it came out in 2013. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like that's why people are thinking it was a marketing ploy. Like,
well, somebody could just really be really like maybe they had the footage for a while and then they decided they wanted to be cool and leak it for more virality. That could be a thing too.
That could be a thing too.
Me personally, I hope it is a marketing ploy, because then that means that Rockstar is not catching a body. So,
Oh no,
Right.
Listen,
Right.
Rockstar game security. Oh, they catching a body.
for
Someone's
sure.
catching a body. Someone is getting.
I'm like Nintendo ninjas or something. Like somebody getting their mouth sewn shut.
I'm a little. I want to show the footage, but I won't. But I'm also like very curious about if that could
Y'all
be
can
true,
see
that
it
they did this on purpose, right? Like if
Y'all
they,
can see it online. Don't worry. Y'all don't need us to see it. Y'all can see it online.
y'all can literally just go to
It's
GameSpot
literally
or IGN right now.
everywhere.
It's literally everywhere. So we're not going to show the footage, but the fact that this did leak in this way, and like we've all had suspicions that like there has to be a GTA 6 to how fucking
Oh, yeah, for
insanely popular 5 is.
Oh, for sure.
But
Looking at this footage though, like I could see why it's taking so long.
oh yeah,
And I never was one to be like, yo, where's GTA 6? Like I never, because the games were always just taking longer in general.
and they polished them so well too. Like
Yeah.
for
And
all
we're
the
talking
issues
about-
that we've had with sorry, I'm gonna say it again, but Bethesda falling through floors and shit, Cyberpunk, all the issues with that game, and they spent a lot of developmental resources on those games. The fact that GTA 5 and 4 didn't really launch with too many like game breaking bugs or issues, like those are polished
GTA 5, yeah, GTA 5 had rarely had issues. I think the biggest issue with GTA 5 was when they did GTA Online. Like,
Oh, yeah. No, that was a catastrophe.
Kind of broke, right? That kind of broke my GTA 5 save actually.
Yeah.
But other than that, like GTA 5, the single player itself was a very polished single player game.
Yeah, it was. I loved it. I really did. I really did.
Yeah.
I mean, GTA 4, listen, all GTAs had PC issues.
Oh,
GTA was not made for PC. I'm sorry to say, like they don't make GTA for PC. They just don't.
I mean, the port for GTA 5 to PC was really good, though. I will say that they did a great
Yeah,
job.
I was gonna say I grew to like the one for 5. 4
Yeah.
was terrible though. 4 was terrible.
Yeah.
And I think
The original
before that,
3
though,
was bad either. I mean, 2.
yeah, that one was yeah, I remember that. But my favorite one is always gonna be San Andreas. It's just honestly that was more so because of the modders. The modders made San Andreas amazing.
I never played it on PC, so I feel like
me neither.
that was a great game.
I think when it came out, it was gutted, but then just like what the modders did with it, like the high def stuff that they did, and the other just quality of life stuff that they did to that game. Oh my god, it was insane. It was insane.
Okay.
It was really well done. So yeah, it's still one of my favorite GTAs for PC for sure. You got to check out San Andreas.
That's dope. I don't want to keep y'all too long because we've already been here for a minute. So, with that said, I wanted to give this time for y'all to say any other additional things before we bring this podcast to a close.
Who wants to go first? That's not me. I always go first. Y'all go first.
Well, I will say that for my first podcast on this is like this got deep for real.
Yeah.
Like y'all are gamers. Like it's been so long since I've talked to gamers.
Yeah.
So like y'all with the shits and y'all work in the industry and shit like that. So I'm like, yeah. Like I can definitely get into the weeds on that.
Yeah. I'm gonna be happy to have you on again. I'm gonna continue watching videos. Do you I haven't seen any of your streams though. Do you stream a lot?
I do stream very inconsistently. I just stream when I feel like it, because my schedule is just so like wrapped up in all sorts of little things to the point where I just don't really know what I can and can't do for a period of time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But when I do have that time, like I'll fire up a stream, get on some Borderlands or whatever, and just shoot the shit with the viewers, with the cute bitches.
Yes.
Like,
Was it Kinzie K Plays? Is that what it was, or?
is Kinzie K Streams. Let me shoot a heart in the chat so you know.
I got to make sure you go follow them right.
Oh, there it is.
Fucking now.
Right
I'll
there.
make sure I follow
I
you
do
as well.
mainly stream on my YouTube for visibility, but sometimes I'll hop on if I feel like playing some Hatsune Miku Project Diva. I'll hop on Twitch. This is my Miku space.
I
Okay.
haven't heard that game in so long. Wow, I used to play that like a straight crackhead.
I'm still a crackhead on that. on that blue
Project
side.
Diva. Wow.
Yeah, that's bringing it
wow.
back.
I made a video on it and everything. Ain't nobody watched it, but that's one of the best things I've ever made.
Yo,
Right
you know
there.
what? That's the right
Miku
Project
keep
Diva
doing
feature
that
right
twerking
here.
stuff she doing. It'll come back. Don't worry about it. Cause she was wilding. What was that show? She was wilding. They had her busting it open. I'm like, all right. Okay, get your stuff off, Miku. Do you, boo boo?
Yes, go off. No, that's dope. That's dope. My final word will be that, you know, if anyone watching this has anything to kind of take away from the experience, biggest thing is, you know, if you're thinking about being a content creator, do research and figure out what it is, why you want to be a content creator. Getting down to the nitty gritty of why you want to do anything or why something kind of appeals to you in general, it will help you understand how to go about doing that thing better. And, you know, I got into this because I just literally wanted to have a place to talk nerdy about the shit I like. You know, whenever I talk to people at events and stuff and they know that I play games, you know, if it's back in the day, you know, a partner's little housewarming gathering and they're like, oh yeah, you like to play, you know, blah blah blah, DJ Hero, tell me about that. And like the whole room will just start listening to me. I'm like, bro, like there's a whole other thing going on here. I wasn't trying to take all the attention away. I just want to talk some games.
Right.
And then you learn that like that's people get drawn to that thing you do, right? Because you're passionate about what you do, passionate about how you talk about it. So just let that guide what you do from then on. Like whatever you like doing, especially if you see people noticing it, just go for it.
Like if something
like
pisses
that.
you off on Twitter, make a video about it. Somebody's gonna resonate.
You really should, honestly, and it don't have to be more than a minute. I say it again.
That's true.
It ain't
That's
gotta
true.
be more than a minute. I
Very
guess
true.
I'll add to that. I know a lot of people will probably have more questions for me. I didn't say it at the top because I like to keep myself low key. But yeah, my background is in. Well, I started as a pro player by accident, and while I was doing that, I also worked in the gaming media before I transitioned over into the gaming industry and did marketing. So I'm very familiar with all sides, including production. I've done production stuff for like big events, small events, all that stuff. I'm sure my resume is somewhere. You'll see it. But I mean, yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'm an open book, and I stream too. Twitch.tv/Shadosha. I do it usually on the weekends. This weekend, again, I just wanted to take a break from
Disconnect.
all things digital. Yes. So the only reason why I'm here is because I promised to do this podcast. But other than that, yeah, I'm always happy to offer advice. I have been around since 2005. I got y'all. Ask me. I will give you as much knowledge as I have. Run with it, do something amazing. And the playing field for creators is only getting more interesting. There's a place for everybody. So put your foot in the race, give it a shot, but make sure, above all, have fun doing it. That's my final word. That's it.
And what you got, audio lover? You got anything?
Man, just to all my living organisms vibrantly expressing reality, you already know it's the audio lover. I got a new
I feel
video
better now. Yeah, he did it.
Yeah. All right.
We missed it at the time. He did it. I'm happy now. Let's go.
Yeah. Listen, I was running so late today because I got a video up right now on the GTA 6 leak on my YouTube, so definitely check that out. We're gonna be doing a whole road to, or we have been doing a whole road to GTA 6. Just talking about news, rumors, and predictions for GTA 6 and GTA Online 2, what we could possibly expect from that next generation in the franchise. But yeah, until next time.
Yes, welcome. Goodbye. Thank you, everyone, for being here for this podcast episode. This is episode 103. That's just crazy.
Yes.
That shit is crazy.
My first Black Oni stream, popped that cherry.
Yes. I always happen to pop some Black Oni cherries, you know?
Yes.
Just another
Shout out to the cute bitches that came along to see a bitch thrive. And cute bitch is making fucking videos. And I was good. This is a good stream. I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm happy to hear
it for
that.
me, I'm always gonna make shit.
Yes. I will be definitely watching out for new content. I don't know what the schedule allows, but anytime you want to be on again, just let me know, because this is
I'll give y'all a Black Oni exclusive. Right now, I am at least 75% of the way done for this next video.
okay.
So it should be coming out. It should be coming out, if not before the end of September, the first week of October. Absolutely. That's the latest I'm going to take on that.
That's amazing. Yes.
I'm already 2 months deep. I can't disappoint them anymore. So
Right. Let's see, you get that far, you're like, all right, I just got to put it down, see what happens.
Oh, yeah. They going to watch it. They going to watch my shit. They always going to watch my shit.
Absolutely. Everyone, this has been the Black Only Podcast, episode 103. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your time, your love, your energy, your patience, and we will catch you on the next podcast.
Bye, everyone.